step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay. Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay. Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay. Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay. Hey.
My mama and papa, then my brothers and sisters, them for Ambazonia and all Ambazonian, them worldwide. Once again, this one, una mother, una wife, una sister, una daughter, comfort, confor. And also the message be already a bit late, but better late than never. This one a special message where it go especially for with mama them for ground zero. This one at the month of March, and the 8th of March they come. When at that day where they celebrate back home, when we be things will be happy, we be used to celebrate what they call and say International Women's Day. But I want to start for make some few comments before I talk way I want. I know what me will celebrate Women's Day anyway. I want to say woman na weighty, woman na respect. For other countries, for other civilized, modern civilized countries, them where they respect law and democracy. Woman, na person where they respect them. Peking, na person where they respect them. And they live for inside country where if you pass woman for road or Peking where it be in need, you not help it. You see them, they suffer, you not help them. You risk for go prison. They respect woman, they respect Peking, they give them attention. They protect woman. They protect Peking. But we live in a country where the government where the leadership for them are old na die body where they work for up. Where they suppose for be people where they get to respect their own woman, protect their own woman. It is for this country. When policeman they do anything or any emergency call come up, they say a woman or Peking, quick action. They make sure somebody do something. But back for that very land where they live, In the days we will be full with self say, will be under that power, Paul Biya. We dey expect this respect, it never ever be. We don't expect this protection, it never ever be. They don't ever always treat we like shit. The worst one of honor, say the military, we're supposed to protect you. How would they protect we for this other country? Now then they rape we picking them. Now then they shoot Pekin, kill them. Now then they shoot pregnant woman, kill them. Now then they shoot old woman, kill them. Now then they burn woman for inside house. Now then they rape girls them. Now then they do everything evil to woman. Remember, say all that picking the way they don't die. Now you woman, now you're picking them. Now your husband them. So everything for that country be about you. These people, they know they respect you, woman. They know they respect you as a mother. They know they respect you as a wife. You know, if you sleep with your woman for bed, you come out go take some other person, your own woman. We get picking inside belly, you shoot them, kill them. You know, if you sleep with your own picking for house, go take gun, shoot some other person, your own picking. So for that reason them plenty. Because we don't see them always. When I day back home, when I see them pass me. I want to remind when I say Women's Day, we not fit celebrate them. I beg me man not come over outside that day. If some people they already waste money, buy that rapper. I want to remember when I something. Muna not say La Republique desperately need money now. And they don't need money now for two things. They need money now only for use and buy bullet. They can't shoot with begin them. Can't shoot with pregnant woman them. Can't shoot with babies because they want to say me Ambazonia be wiped out so that me they take what they want them. So remember, say if you don't already spend money buy rapper day, me say you don't already sponsor another bullet for come back and kill you and this speaking them. If you did plan, you did raise money where you go drink 1 or 2 bottles of beer that day. No say you don't sponsor another bullet again for buy them can kill you and this speaking them with them. The disrespect, it don't too much. The humiliation, it don't too much. The killing of picking them, it don't too much. The pain for motherhood where they disrespect them. They not get idea thing where they go inside. The people where they the reason. They know a woman they go through a lot. Woman that the mother of the earth. Woman that respect. Woman and picking. Some people they consider as a picking they like God. That innocent little thing. Some person shoot them. So if you get anything for do on that day, either you stay for house or you mourn, just mourn. Don't need not day, something not day for do them. Even a one must do something. That day, Muna is there right now, paper them, make pictures, send them for the whole world, say, Una not feel celebrate Women's Day today because this country don't recognize Una like woman. They don't respect Una like woman. Una write paper, write placard, show them for the international community. Say make them come for Una help. Before these people, them Paul Biya and military people, they finish kill you and picking them. That they think that way mama and papa they get to, or mama then get to do on the 8th of March, where they come in a couple of days. You remain only 4 days, make it rich. If you say you don't already buy that rapper, sorry, you see that money don't lost for nothing. You never only lost for nothing, but remember, say you sponsor a bullet, you sponsor another gun. Because they come back for can shoot you and they picking them with them. It be very painful. We'll not get anything for celebrate them now. Ambazonia they come. When Ambazonia go come, we go celebrate. We go make our own rapper. We go make rapper. We not go ever make rapper we carry any person in face. We go always get president, but we not go make rapper we carry any person in face. We go continue for serve and worship God, but we live for our country, enjoy our country as Ambazonian. We go get rapper we carry anything we like and move right and for them move anything we fit do with them. We go celebrate with the freedom because we create an Ambazonia when an Ambazonia way it will respect woman, it will respect Pekin. We soldier they already take also they not go rape woman there. And that's so Amazonia go day. Rape no go ever day. Killing of your own blood it no go ever be. Nothing that we will fight for. So this time around, make we not hurry. We not even get reason to celebrate anything now back home. We not get any reason. Because when you celebrate, these people will use the opportunity. Carry them go down for that lying TV. Go show them for the world. Say now when this they celebrate, we mean say we'll see there with them. Anything where they do and show it for us, especially in international day like that one, they can use them for their own propaganda. Say would they still celebrate because we're there with them. Now why do you wear a power Chantal Biya that day? Now why do you wear a power Paul Biya that day? Now why do you wear a power and then fix them? You don't hear no. They can use them for their propaganda. Come back again for back, take that money where you buy that rapper and that beer they drink. bike on, they can shoot you. And they talk and over because they pay me and I think what they do them every minute. So please, mama, them wanna stay for house. Wanna stay for house, write only signboard them, plenty signboard them. Write the one way wanna be sad and so on, put picture and they send them for outside, saying that they wanna the celebration, this one wanna get them. Because say wait, people that they celebrate in other part of the world wanna the mourn. Because you stand for yourself, right? When I write signboard, say I stand for yourself, I don't know, I'm not be sure, say I will see the next minute. Because my the people they supposed to protect me, they not they protect me. The people they supposed to protect my picking, they not they protect my picking. So while the other part of the world they when they celebrate, maybe would not say we for Amazonia will mourn and mourn, and will life not be safe. Now the message that when I get to send out for Women's Day, not be march, not say you go someplace go march, not say you go drink. I thank una plenty. And I hope say we will collaborate for CC, make it pass fine. Thank you. Comfort.
Oriago, ewa, can work for a Korabi still say, Banyana, me. I'm a command jabo for you, Jafiranya, begin Biabo. Oh, dang, again. Now, Temon, Madame Paulette. Say, by my mamma, Yan and I don't gang. Can worry a titina cap, non purple. A tia Jafonji, Edgar Abonga, says Jesus. A kikuba, Bamata Combengaba. Get Banjo Fanano Korabi. Oriago, ewa, can work for a Korabi still say, Banyana, me. I'm a command jabo for you, Jafiranya, begin Biabo. Oh, dang, again. Now, Temon, Madame Paulette. Say, by my mamma, Yan and I don't gang. Can worry a titina cap, non purple. A tia Jafonji, Edgar Abonga, says Samae, Mama Gile, Mama Sama, and they did not Madame Polero, Mama Gile, Mama Gile, and they did not Madame Polero, Thank you for all your effort. 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 We say thank you.
thank you for your effort.
We say thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
We say thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
We say thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your effort.
My mama and papa, then my brothers and sisters, them for Ambazonia and all Ambazonia and them worldwide. Once again, this one, una mother, una wife, una sister, una daughter, comfort. I know the message be already a bit late, but better late than never. This one a special message where it go especially for we mama them for ground zero. This one at the month of March, and the 8th of March they come. When at that day where they celebrate back home, when we think we'll be happy, we'll be used to celebrate what they call and say International Women's Day. But I want to start for make some few comments before I talk the way I want. I know one me will celebrate Women's Day anyway. I want to say woman na waiting, woman na respect. For other countries, for other civilized, modern civilized countries, where they respect law and democracy. Woman, na person where they respect them. Peking, na person where they respect them. And they live for inside country where if you pass woman for road or Peking where it be in need, you not help it. You see them, they suffer, you not help them. You risk for go prison. They respect woman, they respect Peking, they give them attention. They protect woman. They protect Peking. But we live in a country where the government where the leadership for them are old, not die body where they work for up. Where they suppose for people where they get to respect their own woman, protect their own woman. It is for this country. When policeman do anything or any emergency call come up, they say a woman or Peking, quick action. They make sure somebody do something. But back for that very land where they live, in the days where we'll be full with self say, we'll be under that power, Paul Biya. We expect this respect, it never ever be. We don't expect this protection, it never ever be. They don't ever always treat we like shit. The worst one of honor, say the military, we're supposed to protect you. How would they protect we for this other country? Now them they rape with Peking them. Now then they shoot Peking, kill them. Now they shoot pregnant woman, kill them. Now they shoot old woman, kill them. Now then they burn woman for inside house. Now then they rape girls them. Now then they do everything evil to woman. Remember, say all that Peking the way they don't die. Now you woman, now you're Peking them. Now your husband them. So everything for that country be about you. These people, they know they respect you, woman. They know they respect you as a mother. They know they respect you as a wife. You know, if you sleep with your woman for bed, you come out go take some other person, your own woman, where you get Peking inside belly, you shoot them, kill them. You know, if you sleep with your own Peking for house, go take gun, shoot some other person, your own Peking. So for that reason them plenty. Because we don't see them always. When I dey back home, when they see them pass me. I want to remind when I say Women's Day, we not fit celebrate them. I beg me man not come over outside that day. If some people they already waste money, buy that wrapper. I want to remember when I something. When I not say La Republique desperately need money now. And they don't need money now for two things. They need money now only for use and buy bullet they can't shoot with Peking them. can shoot with pregnant woman them, can shoot with babies, because they want say me Ambazonia be wiped out, so that me they take what they want them. So remember, say, if you don't already spend money buy rapper day, means you don't already sponsor another bullet for come back and kill you and this speaking them. If you did plan, you did raise money where you go drink 1 or 2 bottles of beer that day, no say you don't sponsor another bullet again for buy them, come, can kill you and this speaking them with them. The disrespect, it don't too much. The humiliation, it don't too much. The killing of picking them, it don't too much. The pain for motherhood where they disrespect them. They not get idea thing where they go inside. The people where they the reason, they know say woman they go through a lot. Woman that the mother of the earth, woman that respect. Woman and picking, some people they consider say picking they like God. That innocent little thing, some person shoot them. So if you get anything for do on that day, either you stay for house or you mourn, just mourn. Don't need not day, something not day for do them. Even one must do something. That day, una instead write na paper them, make pictures, send them for the whole world. Say, una not feel celebrate Women's Day today because this country don't recognize una like woman. They don't respect una like woman. No, una write paper, write placard, show them for the international community. Say make them come for una help before these people, them Paul-Biya and military people, they finish kill you and picking them. That they think that way mama and papa they get to, or mama they get to do on the 8th of March, where they come in a couple of days. You remain only 4 days, make it rich. If you be say you don't already buy that rapper, sorry, you say that money don't lost for nothing. You never only lost for nothing, but remember, say you sponsor a bullet, you sponsor another gun, because they come back for can shoot you and they picking them with them. It be very painful. We'll not get anything for celebrate them now. Ambazonia they come. When Ambazonia go come, we go celebrate. We go make our own rapper. We go make rapper. We not go ever make rapper we carry any person in face. We go always get president, but we not go make rapper we carry any person in face. We go continue for serve and worship God, but we live for our country, enjoy our country as Ambazonian. We go get rapper we carry anything we like and move right and for them move anything we fit do with them. We go celebrate with the freedom. Because we create an Ambazonia way, it will respect woman, it will respect Pekin. We soldier they already take also they not go rape woman there. And that's so Ambazonia could day. Rape no go ever day. Killing of your own blood, it no go ever be. Nothing that we will fight for. So this time around, make we not hurry. We not even get reason for celebrate anything now back home. We not get any reason. Because when you celebrate, these people will use the opportunity. Carry them, go down for that lying TV. Go show them for the world. Say now we just celebrate, we mean say we'll see there with them. Anything where they do and show it for us, especially in international day like that one, they can use them for their own propaganda. Say we still celebrate because we're there with them. Now why do you wear a power Chantal be a day? Now why do you wear a power Paul be a day? Now why do you wear a power and then fix them? You don't hear no. They take and use them for their propaganda. Come back again for back, take that money where you buy that rapper and that beer they drink them. Buy on, they can shoot you. And they talk over and over because they pay me and I think what they do them every minute. So please, mama them, wanna stay for house. Wanna stay for house, write only signboard them, plenty signboard them. Write the one way wanna be sad and so on, put picture and they send them for outside, saying that they the celebration, this one wanna get them. Because say wait, people that they celebrate in other part of the world wanna they mourn. Because you stand for yourself, right? When I write signboard, say I stand for yourself, I don't know, I'm not be sure, say I will see the next minute. Because my the people they supposed to protect me, they not protect me. The people they supposed to protect my picking, they not protect my picking. So while the other part of the world they celebrate, maybe would not say we for Amazonia, we mourn and mourn, and will life not be safe. Now the message that when I get to send out for Women's Day, not be march, not say you go someplace go march, not say you go drink. I thank you plenty. And I hope say we will collaborate for say make it pass fine. Thank you. Comfort.
Now Jesus. Ekikuba bamata kombe ngaba. Kekpanjo fana no korabi. Oriago. Eyowa. Can we for korabi still say banyana me. Ani mo kumunja abo fana yum jafira nyang. Bijin biabo. Odan ege. Na temon Madam Paulette. Say ba mama ameba. Ya nere na ya no gang. Kan wari etitina kap non kwe kumri. Etia dia fonji ediga no abonga. Se
Almighty Father, Papa, now you love me so, and you know my name. I give you glory, Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. You know my name, oh
day, you better believe it. I'll be there. This is my home, and I'm home to stay.
on the hill. My people are not fools on the hill. You must let my people go, so we can rule from Cape to Cairo. You must free my people's hands, so we can rule our purpose land. I wanna know who owns the land. Who wanna know who owns the land? Okay, now listen carefully. Chinese are ruling the Chinese land. Japan is ruled by Japanese. England is governed by Englishmen. America is governed by Americans. So, Africa must be ruled by Africans. I wanna know who owns the land. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. We must rule our purpose land. nation. What else do I know? Since the time of sun and sun, since the time of moon and stars, since the time of air and sea, since the time of men and things, we must run from earth to Cairo. I said, we must move our purpose land. Purpose land. Oh! Okay, now I want to talk to my DJ. Ira Daniela, oh, Ewolo. Yeah, Ira Daniela, oh, Ewolo. I feel it's all over Daniela. Now we are the crossroads. On the Femo, Daniela. I feel it's all over Daniela. On the Femo, Daniela. Oh, Felimu Meya Zera Baba. Yeah, oh, Felimu Jasu Yalaka. Oh, Felimu Zizanya Veto, yeah. Oh, me, yeah. Oh, me, yeah. Oh, Jamela, Jamela, Bogise. Oh, Felimu Jamela, Jamela, Bogise. All right.
Good evening, fellow Ambazonians, and welcome to the ABC Amba Live broadcast. ABC Amba Live broadcast. Good evening, most especially to those of you on Ground Zero. I want to believe you all have electricity. We have learned that again and again and again. In fact, before I came up live, somebody gave me a phone call to say that for almost a week, for almost 1 week, there hasn't been any electricity on Ground Zero, that is in Ambazonia. So often when we come up and we broadcast live, unless people have generators in their homes, they are not able to watch ABC on television unless they have generators in their homes. But I want to believe that tonight, it's about 5:30, almost 5:30 p.m. on Ground Zero in Ambazonia now. I want to believe that you all have electricity in your homes tonight. Again, welcome and good evening also to all of you in Europe, in Asia, in the rest of Sub-Saharan Africa, and of course the continent USA, plus Canada and the states of South America, all the states down there in South America. I want to believe that you are all in high spirits today as you come live to listen to this short broadcast that I bring to you today. This is going to be a brief broadcast, probably not up to an hour. It's not going to be up to an hour. I just felt it very, very necessary to come up and to put some record straight. I felt it necessary to come up to put some records straight. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's populate the platform. Let's populate the platform, please. Go ahead and let us populate the platform. All right, all right. Let's go ahead, hit your share button, let us populate this platform so that I can come to you with this brief announcement that I bring to you at this moment. All right. Please hit your share button, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a short broadcast, maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not long. I didn't plan doing this today, but I have to do this to put some record straight. So please, I am waiting for you, 700 people in the next 3 minutes. In the next 3 minutes, hit that share button, those of you joining. Hit that share button, those of you joining. This is a brief broadcast. I am not going to take any phone calls today. I will just do the presentation and then I will leave, because I believe there are other live broadcasts coming up after me. I think so. I think so. I think there are some other live broadcasts that are coming up after me, so I wouldn't want to eat into their time. So I will just do the presentation and then give room for the other broadcasts to come up. So please, again, hit your share button, and while you're hitting your share button, let me do some updates here on the rallies that we have coming up all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we are having the rally coming up on the Friday, that is next week, Friday, March the 13th. March the 13th in Washington, D.C., Million Man March. Million Man March. Ladies and gentlemen, if you live anywhere in the continental USA, you should be in Washington, D.C. on Friday, March the 13th. You cannot stay home. None of us would have any excuse for not being there. I am going to be there. In spite of all the threats out there, they actually mean nothing to me. I think people who have died, we are not any more better than them. We all have to go out there in Washington on Friday, March the 13th, put our heads out there and stand for our people on ground zero who are bearing the brunt of this war. So please, you live anywhere in the USA, all rounds lead to Washington, D.C. on the 13th. And I did mention here last Tuesday that there shall also be a press conference that precedes the rally on March the 13th. The press conference is taking place on Thursday the 12th, at the press center in Washington, D.C. The press center in Washington, D.C., and there is going to be some breaking news. There are going to be some breaking news coming out of that conference, and I want you to be there. You will be excited, very, very excited, leaving that press conference, hearing what is about to befall French Cameroon, La République du Cameroun. So again, the press conference is open to everyone, Ambazonian or non-Ambazonian, at the National Press Club. National Press Club, that is the name. The press conference is taking place at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. And again, the doors are open for everyone to come in. However, that premises can only seat 70 people. It can only seat 70 people. So first come is first serve. You come in and walk in and secure a chair, and anybody who comes late probably won't get a chair. The press conference starts at starts at 12 midday. Starts exactly at 12 midday, and 12 midday is not the time that the doors are open. No, the press conference proper starts at 12 p.m., 12 midday, ladies and gentlemen. Again, there's gonna be some breaking news coming out from that press conference. So, if you would have to travel or fly into Washington, D.C. for the rally on the 13th, you could as well come in, you can as well come in on Thursday to be part of the press conference at the National Press Club. That will be on the 12th, Thursday the 12th. Okay, this is very, very critical, but again, the Million Man March is a make or mar event for us. We have to swarm that White House premises. We need the president to hear us. We need the senators and the congressmen. We need them to hear us. They have to hear us, and numbers make for strength. So please, we've got to be there in our numbers, Let me say this, do not come there expecting a placard. Please, to make one is only about a maximum of $20. You can make your own placard just for $20 and put some of those images. And remember, you can always go to the website ambazoniagenocidellibrary.com. Yes, I think it's .com. ambazoniagenocidellibrary.com to get any images you want to put on those placards. Put your own messages on the placard and bring to Washington, D.C. Do not expect to come there and find anyone to buy or for free. No, you will not have them. But please leave home with your own banner, with your own poster, and you can go to ambazoniagenocidellibrary.com and get photographs to put on your banner. And you can print the banner for the most $20. All of us can do that. So please, let's do that. Let's do that again. That is coming up on Friday, March the 13th. Now, in Germany, a similar, now let me also add, because there is some confusion out there. There is another rally which is being planned for this Friday, the 6th. That is tomorrow. That rally is not being put together by your interim government. I'm not saying that you should not go there. If you want to go there, absolutely perfect. But again, do not be confused. We are not. The interim government organized rally is on March the 13th. March the 13th, not March the 6th. Do not be confused. March the 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, I expect you will please hit your share button as you join. The numbers are slow to rise. Okay, let's get 700 so that I can come to you. Now, another big rally is taking place in London, actually on Monday, this coming Monday, that is March the 9th. Ambazonians all over the United Kingdom are converging at the Commonwealth Secretariat, in London, to protest and to create awareness for what is going on, the genocide, the killings going on in our territory. And it happens to be the annual Commonwealth Head of State Convention. And so it's a great opportunity for all Ambazonians in England to converge on London, march on the Commonwealth Secretariat to present our case before those passing heads of state. So please, do not hesitate to be there. You got to be there. These are the only sacrifices that we in the diaspora have to pay. Our brothers, our sisters, our parents on ground zero are paying even higher sacrifices. Here we sleep on our bed. At home they sleep under trees. They sleep under trees, under huts, on grass. So please, if we have to shorten their sufferings on ground zero, we need to take this case to these heads of state, especially in London. So please, let's do so. Let's do so. If you live in London, in England, join the rally in London on Monday, March the 9th, at the Commonwealth Secretariat. And as usual, you got to go there with your own placard. Go there with your own placard. Show the world the massacres. show the world the killings, show the world the razing of homes, towns, and villages in our country. That is the only way we'll call their attention and bring them to our help. All right, again, keep on hitting your share button. Now, let me also add another rally, this one on the 14th, in Germany, all of Central Europe, Belgium, France, Germany, all those countries around there, you are converging in Germany on the, I forgot to get the specifics of that information. I guess I forgot it, but those of you who are watching who knows the venue in Germany, put it on the screen for others to watch, please. The event in Germany is coming up on the 14th. Why the USA is gathering on the 13th. Central Europe is gathering on the 14th. It is the same march that creates awareness for our case, for the sufferings of our people on ground zero. So please, if you live anywhere in Central Europe, Germany is where you should be on the 14th. You need to find out a little more about that information. So please, these are very, very important announcements that I thought to bring to you. And now let me take this one. Over the week, we started hearing of a certain lockdown or ghost town on ground zero. Unfortunately, we've been passing out information to ground zero through ABC television, but unfortunately, electricity has been cut off for almost a week. And most of the information that we are passing out on ground zero is not getting to the people. And so there has been this confusion of whether there is or not a lockdown or a ghost town. No, absolutely not. The interim government has not. The interim government has not called for any lockdown, has not called for any ghost town. Women's Day is coming up on the 8th, which is, I think, Sunday. Yes, Sunday. Women's Day, International Women's Day is supposed to come up on Sunday, and people are saying the interim government has asked for a lockdown on Sunday. We have not. The interim government has not called for any lockdown on Sunday. And the only thing that remains unchanged is our Monday regular ghost town. So please, we learned that Bamenda was shut down or almost shut down or so today. Please, the interim government has not called for a shutdown or declared a shutdown. And so we ask you, please, to go about your business on Sunday. We expect every woman to put on sackcloth, go to the church, worship, come back home, and mourn, and mourn, and mourn, and mourn, or memorialize the death of our children, of your husbands, of your children. That is all we ask of you to do on Sunday. On Monday, regular ghost town. And after that, there is nothing like a lockdown. So please get this very, very, very clear. There is no ghost town between today and Monday. There is no lockdown between today and Monday. What we have is a regular ghost town on Monday. I hope this makes a lot of sense. On Women's Day, Sunday, please, we ask everybody, even men, to put on sackcloth with women. We see La République du Cameroon is trying to put together some festivities for Women's Day. We cannot. It would be horrible for Ambazonian women, mothers, and sisters to go out there celebrating the so-called International Women's Day when the international community is failing us. When your children and your husbands are being slaughtered and nobody is saying a thing. So please, again, it is not a lockdown, just a day of mourning on Sunday, International Women's Day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I promised this was going to be a brief broadcast, not taking long, and so at this moment, while you hit your share button, I will bring you the announcement that I have come to make today. You will recall last Tuesday I came to you. There were questions about certain statements or comments that were made by the U.S. Under Secretary of State for Africa, Secretary Tibor Nagy or Naj. The Secretary had made a statement to the effect that U.S. policy stands for one indivisible Cameroon. And when I came up, that audio or that video footage had just been circulated. At first, I saw it in the cabinet forum, and making some inquiries in that cabinet forum, I was informed that it was an old footage. In fact, it was stated there that that footage was as old as 2018. So I was made to understand that footage was made in 2018. In other words, Tibor Nagy made the statement in 2018. However, I have since found out that indeed that statement was made last, I think it was Tuesday, yeah, the same Monday. It was made, I think Monday, not 2018, as I was made to understand. So when I came here last Tuesday telling you that, oh, forget about it, it is old, it is as old as 2018, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't a deliberate ploy to lie or to manipulate any of you. We take you very, very, very seriously, and it will never, ever be our intention to come on this television set to lie to you or to try to manipulate you. And for that, again, please accept my apology and ABC's apology. We did not intend, again, to come to lie to you. I honestly believe, as I was informed, that footage, that video footage, was made in 2018. And that is the reason why when I came up, I debunked it vehemently and asked you to ignore it, to forget about it. And so, again, once more, accept our apologies and my particular apology here at ABC. But then, what did Tibor Nagy say in that footage? Ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to know, the question to which on the Undersecretary was providing the answer for was actually asked by the Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs in this interim government. Many of you do not know that. In fact, I didn't know that. And unfortunately, even within the cabinet, our own Secretary of State could not recognize that the U.S. Secretary was answering his own question, and he was one of those who said this was an old footage. So, but the question that Tibor Nagy was actually answering was asked by a member of our cabinet here at the interim government, and I would like to play that clip once more. Listen to what Tibor said, and I would like to, after that, I am going to present to you a little response to what he says. Thank you. Stay tuned.
One of my deeply heartfelt pains, and that's Cameroon. And I keep thinking about what more could we be doing in Cameroon, because I know that every day the situation grows worse and worse. And in my own discussions with Cameroonians, I point out to the fact that, look at the United States of America. We won every single battle in Vietnam and we lost the war. And every day that the pain and the suffering goes on, unfortunately, more and more the people who live in Western Cameroon are starting to think seriously about favoring independence. And that, again, United States view is a unified Cameroon. We support a unified Cameroon because the last thing Africa needs is another mini-state that will be full of poverty and suffering and needing billions of dollars of foreign assistance to make it. And then what happens if you split off part of Cameroon? What happens in parts of Nigeria? So that's not what Africa needs at all. But the Cameroonian government needs to get serious about a genuine peace process, genuine decentralization, genuine power to the local level. And then you mentioned neocolonialism and colonialism. I remember that the first decision that the newly created Organization of African Unity had to take, very difficult decision, if you remember, was whether or not to recognize the colonial borders or to redraw them. And after much discussion, they took the very painful decision that they had to go with the colonial borders because the alternative was much worse.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have listened to what Under Secretary Nayaj said there in that statement, which I'm trying to set the record straight. Now, in that his statement, he mentions a number of things. He raises a number of issues. Number one, the Under-Secretary of State says U.S. view is that Cameroon remains a united, one and indivisible country. That is what he says in that statement. According to him, that remains U.S. policy. Number two, he says that the last thing that Africa needs is another mini-state. That is engulfed in poverty, debt, hunger, and then having to be rescued from the international community with loans. And then he also says that what if they allow the southern Cameroons to attain independence? What happened to other parts of Cameroon? And what happens to Nigeria? That is what he says. And so he then says Cameroon has to be serious. French Cameroon has to be serious with its drive towards decentralization, which Ambassador Naj calls it genuine decentralization. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a few things to say about the statement, the comments from the ambassador, from the Undersecretary of State. Again, he says the U.S. policy remains for a one and indivisible Cameroon. He says it is a view, it's a decision. Now, what I want us to understand, ladies and gentlemen, I stated here last Tuesday that we must realize, all of us Ambazonians have to realize, we have the final say as to what becomes of this conflict, of this war, of our destiny, the destiny of the southern Cameroons, Ambazonia. It is not what America says. It is not what the French say. It is not what the United Nations say. It is what we'll say that matters in this struggle, in this conflict. I have never seen, be it the Southern Sudanese, the Eritreans, they were told you can never make it. You cannot become a nation. But when the people of Eritrea and the Sudanese prevailed, stood their grounds, they got their independence. They got their country. We Ambazonians have the final say. And I'm saying this to say that do not be concerned or worried with what Ambassador Naj is putting out there as being U.S. policy. No, we don't have to worry about that. What we have to worry about is our ability to raise enough funds to prosecute this war, because at the end of the day, when we stand our grounds and refuse to surrender, remain resilient, remain brave, remain courageous, upbeat, and standing our ground, nobody can take it away from us. Maybe the last thing they may want to do is send some of us out of this country. Yeah, we will go somewhere else and continue fighting the war. It is about us. That is the way we must continue to look at this. Do not allow language to demoralize you. No, we do not want you to be demoralized. What becomes the outcome of this struggle depends on what we do, on our positions, on our perseverance, on our ability to support the war and support Ground Zero, support the Ambazonian Restoration Forces. Now, Ambassador Nash also says that the last thing Africa needs is another mini-state. Another mini-state with a lot of poverty and suffering. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same language we heard in 1961 when we were told, you can't stand on your own. You can't be on your own because you don't have enough resources that can run your own country. Yet, next to us, the small Equatorial Guinea, with a population less than 300 or around 400,000, got independence without any natural resources to take care of that country. Compare Equatorial Guinea today with French Cameroon and tell me which country is better. So we are hearing the same language coming up. We don't want you to become an independent country because there will be suffering, there will be poverty, you will live on debt. Now, who is the international community? Who is the American policy going to support? Is it that of a free Ambazonia or that of French Cameroon? Because if it has to do, ladies and gentlemen, with the economy, you will realize and you will agree with me that the Southern Cameroon fits French Cameroon. We all know that. The world knows that. And so the idea we don't want to promote other mini-states again in Africa because of poverty and loans and suffering. No, that doesn't apply to the Southern Cameroons. By God's grace, we are blessed and we have fed French Cameroon for the 60 years that the two countries have tried to live together. And so it appears to me that this language that we are hearing from the Secretary of State is in favor. They are trying to protect, cover up La République du Cameroon. They are not trying to protect the Southern Cameroons. The language is meant to protect the interests of French Cameroon because everybody knows, when we leave, French Cameroon will become the pariah, not the Southern Cameroons. So let us remember, this is the same language that was used on us in 1961 when we were denied outright independence on the pretext you don't have oil, you don't have anything that will take care of your people, you don't have natural resources. How are you going to live as a nation? How can you form your nation yourselves? We are hearing the same language. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know we have the resources to take care of ourselves. God knows it. The international community knows it. And nothing, this pretext that there will be poverty and suffering should not stop us. It is not the right thing to do. It is injustice against another injustice, against years of injustice perpetrated upon us by the same international community, and we must resist it. We must resist it. It is our duty to resist it. It's one of the route, and this is one of the root causes. This idea of you don't have the resources. If we give you independence, one of you becomes so poor. This is one of the root causes, ladies and gentlemen, to this conflict, to this war. It is a root cause because that is what we were told in 1961, that you cannot stand on your own. Now that we know we can stand on our own, why is it a problem? Why should La République du Cameroon be protected over the southern Cameroon? Two states that were supposed to have come together. We cannot allow this injustice to continue again and again and again unstopped. The Southern Cameroons is a people's group, and by international conventions, we deserve the right for our own nation. The books are there, the records are there, the boundaries are there, the language is there, the anthem is there, the flag is there, everything is there. And now, the other point that Ambassador Nash makes is, if they allow the Southern Cameroons to go, if they allow the Southern Cameroon to become an independent state, what happens to Nigeria and to other parts of Cameroon? Ladies and gentlemen, can you figure out whose language it is that Ambassador Nash is putting out there? That is Maurice Kamto's language. Maurice Kamto told a gathering in Washington, D.C. that yes, he doesn't support a two-state federation because if they grant the Ambazonian, the Southern Cameroons, the federal status as obtained in 1961, what will happen to French Cameroon? What if French Cameroon were to get other states? Would Ambazonians, would the Southern Cameroon accept it? So we see here Ambassador Nagy putting forth the same argument. If the Southern Cameroons become independent, what happened to the other Cameroons? The other Cameroons have nothing in common with us. The other Cameroon can decide to be 20 states. They can decide to be 2 states. They can decide to be 5 states. It is none of our business. It is none of our business. And what happened in Nigeria is also none of our business. The Nigerians will take care of their own problems, whether the Biafra or whatever, because we know the international community is saying, you give the Southern Cameroonians independence, the Igbo will come asking for independence. We don't care what the Igbo asks. If they have the right to ask, it is theirs. But we have 2 distinct problems. One very, very legitimate, which is that of the Southern Cameroons. And I don't understand when they compare our problem to that of Biafra in Nigeria or to any other problem in East Cameroon, in French Cameroon. So it doesn't settle down well with us. You cannot deny the Southern Cameroons independence based on what you think will happen in French Cameroon, based on what you think will happen in Nigeria, when you know ours is a legitimate question. And then the last point that the ambassador raises, he says, Cameroon, he says, Biya must be serious and Biya must decree and continue and implement genuine decentralization. I thought the ambassador would say, Ambassador Nash will say,
two very
Mr.
bad
Biya must consent and go in for the Swiss dialogue, the Swiss initiative, which the United States continue to support.
So thank you very much for the question.
Mr. Ambassador cannot be talking about genuine decentralization, without talking about the Swiss initiative. And by the way, our mothers, our children, our fathers, our communities, they have not been raised, slaughtered, massacred for Biya to go and conduct some genuine so-called decentralization. This could have been done, and it would have been acceptable in 2016, maybe 2017, but they ignored us. They took us for Biafras. They took us for enemies in the house. They took us for secessionists, none of which we have ever been. Ladies and gentlemen, we, our people, have not died for any form of decentralization. I know they are including federalism in that word, decentralization. No, none of our families have died. None of our villages, towns, have been raised down for us to go back and accept to live with the southern, to live with French Cameroon. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what Under Secretary Ambassador Thibault Naj put out there, please, I want to make this very, very strong appeal. Let us know, we Ambazonians, we have the final say.
The question speaks for itself. It's not even a question.
Final say
And I
over
think we all
what
understand
becomes
exactly
our destiny. The destiny of a free and independent
As I said, Cameroon is
Southern
paying me
Cameroon.
more than
Let us
any
close
other issue
our
I've had
ears
to deal
to what
with.
some of these international
Human
figures
suffering
are
is
saying.
not
Some people have said
philosophical.
he may
It's
just be
not
being
something up there.
diplomatic. It's
I'll never
possible,
forget
maybe.
that as a little boy
But let
in
us take
Budapest
at
during the
him at the
Hungarian
surface,
Revolution,
at the
I
surface,
saw
at the
people that had been
surface
run
of
over
his
by the
statement.
Soviet tanks.
Surface level of his statement.
And even when you're 7
Let's take
years
him for
old,
what he said.
that picture stays in your mind
And we can
forever.
only say,
So
we are
I
not ready.
totally understand.
We are
I wish
not
there was a
prepared.
magic
We
bullet
are not going
that
to
we
leave
could fire
with
to fix the
French
situation.
Cameroon.
As
Ever.
I said, the
Ever.
international community needs to be
And
absolutely
can assure you,
united on this.
this
Because
interim
of the
government
outrages recently,
is ready
I'm
to
hoping, I'm
prosecute
very much
this
hoping
war.
that there will
Again,
be much more of a
even if
unity
it has to go
in
for 20 years,
our willingness
for
to be
15
firmer
years, 10 years,
in responding to this
Ambazonians,
with the
we
Cameroonian government.
must
I wish the
prosecute it.
Cameroonian government
Let us form
would recognize
our
the
voice.
fact
They are
that
the hope
there's
we
no
have.
way they are going to
They
win
are the
this
only hope we
militarily.
have. Let us form those
As
restoration
Gandhi
forces.
said, when you have a policy
The same
based
Ambassador
on
Naj has said,
an eye for an
Cameroon
eye,
is
soon
wasting our
or
time.
later the whole
They
world
cannot
is
beat
blind.
our restoration forces.
And that is
That
exactly
is the
what is
last
happening
card
there.
we have
It's a
on the
disaster.
table, and we must
is absolutely
to
needless.
sustain them, to enable them.
And I wish that there was a
to,
simple way to just put a
secure
stop to it at
our
this
freedom
moment.
and our independence.
So, thank you very
Ladies
much.
and gentlemen, that is the presentation I brought to you today. Before I go, let me just remind you of Washington, D.C., the Million Man March on Friday, the 13th, March the 13th. And of course, the press conference is preceding that at the National Press Club on Thursday, the 12th. And then the 13th, Friday the 13th, is the Million Man March, and all of us must be in D.C. And then we also have the rally coming up in London on Monday at the Commonwealth Secretariat for every Ambazonian to be there. Then the 14th is Germany. All over the place, we are gathering, we are converging to send this message to the international community that we seek for nothing less than a free and independent Southern Cameroons. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we're looking for. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. Please go ahead, circulate this footage, let it get to every nook and corner of the international community. Let them know what we stand for. Let them know what we want. For we know it may only take time. Freedom must come. Good night.
And if I don't live to see the day, you better believe it. I'll be there. This is my home, and I'm home to stay.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
fools on the heat. My people are not fools on the heat. You must let my people go, so we can rule from Cape to Cairo. You must free my people's hands, so we can rule our purpose land. I wanna know who owns the land. Who wanna know who owns the land? Okay, now listen carefully. Chinese are ruling the Chinese land. Japan is ruled by Japanese. England is governed by Englishmen. America is governed by Americans. So, Africa must be ruled by Africans. I wanna know who owns the land. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. We must rule our purpose land. I say, we wanna know who owns the land. I wanna know who owns the land. Aslan, hey, Papa Aslan, Papa Aslan, Papa Aslan. Angola wants to know who owns the land. Mozambique want to know who owns the land. Namibia want to know who owns the land. I say, Soweto want to know who owns the land. Zimbabwe want to know who owns the land. African freedom fighters want to know who owns the land. Purposely. Now listen to the history. With the years is creation. With the years is creation. What else you want to know? Since the time of sun and sand. Since the time of moon and stars. Since the time of air and sea. Since the time of men and things. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. And then we must rule our purpose land. Purpose land. Oh! Okay now. Now I want to talk to my people. Ira Daniel, oh, I will know. Yeah, Ira Daniel, oh, I will know. Daniel, now we are the crossroads.
Now, set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Start a new career as a Linux system administrator with an average salary of $80,000 to $120,000 a year. Dynamic Tech Academy has transformed many lives for the better through our 6-month Linux program. We are so excited to announce that we are adding DevOps course and Red Hat certification at no charge, which will make students more competitive. Over 80% of our students have no prior IT background, yet vast majority of alumni land jobs in 3 to 6 months after they start applying. Our ultimate goal is to reach 100% student employment, so we work with every student until he or she gets a job. Upon successful completion of the course, we will provide resume building, interview preparation, and job placement assistance. With the Linux course, you get more than 300 hours of in-depth training, and you get to learn from experienced instructors. By the end of the program, our students can be Red Hat certified if they choose. Our alumni work in companies, both government and private companies in the USA, Canada, and even Europe. Want to learn more about the program? You can contact us at info@dynamicdmv.com, or you can call us at 240-604-9505, or you can call us at 240-423-7865. And you can also visit us at www.dynamictechdmv.com. If you are interested in online classes, please register on our website. That's once again
police are coming, let them come. I'm ready to enter even the couple, dead or alive. Something has to change in Bamenda. Saudi Cameroonians are treated like animals, and it has got to stop. Somebody has to stand up, and that person is me. Yes.
Country people, una good evening. I bring on a revolutionary salute and Tron Cafe today for Amber Focus program. And also some of you don't confuse it, but we not keep to time, which they happen with Amber Focus, we kind of a 10 o'clock night. And also people go ask plenty questions now, which they happen. Well, we want just to be some say a special program, but for some reasons, small challenges will be, and then with also technical issues, the program not go fit hold. But one commissioner say next week, that special guest will be for bringing for Amber Focus, we will try for bringing next week. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, fellow Ambazonians. Good evening, televiewers. My name is Mr. Nancho. I'd welcome you today for this special edition of Amber Focus, and I get with me these wonderful people then. Today we want to give you a revolutionary updates. I want to welcome our mommy Amber for house, Lady Casey. Hello, Lady Casey.
Hello, good evening. And I want to salute all my way the watch we for the various platforms. And I want also thank those for Ground Zero in particular where they don't send we updates. I would only receive all your updates, all your information, all your suggestions. I want really to say we truly appreciate that. And I continue for the send and forward all those update and information and your wonderful suggestion them from Ground Zero. We of Amber Focus, we truly and of ABC platform, we appreciate all your updates and your dedication to the revolution.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. You get my brother get plenty name. From when you had I want Kungusa, yeah. And Pazunia don't give me a name like Gambe man of the revolution in a positive way, maybe the negative way. We know so we don't get plenty Gambe people for the revolution. But they see your own Gambe compass all. Welcome, my brother.
Well, I thank you, Clovis. Thank Lady Casey. I throw a plenty salute for all manway a day for Ground Zero. And I want to assure Ground Zero people, say, when we be decided, say we want to do something, we must do the thing. Whether we come late or we do not how, all we get for do the thing until we reach for Boya. So we'll be now here today for give some small updates and for give plenty. Thank you for people for Ground Zero where to where they hold them strong, and then we'll give updates and every other thing where people they get for no. Because already here some people are started ask and say Sunday na lockdown on a ghost town and other kind of data. So we know all those things as we discuss now, because we don't tell and say when I remain focused to ABC. Anytime where something they want to give a year for ABC, because La Republic always go us they give fake news and other kind of thing them where it make our people and they get some small confusion. That one are plenty. No, because already here some people are started ask and say Sunday na lockdown on a ghost town.
Sorry, that was small technical issue with the command of my side. Yes, come on, you and we thank you for that wonderful talk. Welcome to people when I know today for Amber Focus, but today will be a special edition for Amber Focus. You want to be in a discussion platform. We will discuss plenty small things there. We will touch plenty small things there. So if we now want to join we want to watch for social media, I want to encourage you to say back when I click on the share button, when I share this podcast, the live podcast going on for the groups them who are there, when I share and pay for WhatsApp, invite people they can join this live podcast where they go on now. So my country people them, come on UN and Lady Casey, more look at revolution, more look what really happened. This past week, a lot of things that only happened, even before this past week, for the revolution. I don't want more hurry. More will take time, like how would they for country, they say we don't have a country meeting has, we'll discuss the thing then. After we'll open live, we'll take some few calls for our people. And come on, you and make a statement. You made mention about the Women's Day where they come on Sunday. Well, I'll just make this special announcement. The women department, they come up with a very strong program tomorrow and Sunday. A very powerful program, only for women then. Where they get their own way, they will use and entertain and they will engage themselves as women them for the Ambazonia. So that's where like public women, they go work and say that they buy rapper, they kill themselves, that they buy rapper. We know different nonsense. And inside Ambaland, no Women's Day no will be celebrated for the way like we want them. It will be that way we Ambazonians will want them. But like just a little announcement that as I thought, my comfort will come tomorrow, and of course my patients for communication for Women's Department, they will bring a special message tomorrow about the Women's Day. But a little announcement that we'll get them before one come up online today. But no, we'll come back for our normal show. Lady Casey, you there on board? The way you should not quiet there.
Are they, of course? Okay. Are they?
That winter don't catch you.
Winter no we catch me when revolution no change gear. Ha, winter. Now so even there's a snow and it hot.
Correct. Yes. The case as we see the revolution, we'll see what really happen. Plenty of things that happen for the revolution. I don't know who saw the one time will start because in fact the topic the place.
We don't finish with the Women's Day now. The Women's Day we don't finish with the issue.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you know, right? And my comfort will come tomorrow for women. They will carry and then my patients. So, you want to add something for that Women's Day matter?
No, I want just talk say with the sister woman like Wala them and Michelle Ndoki them, they work at the talk say me people are not buy rapper and because they want to say they want sympathize with we for Ambazonia. How they keep people them. And La Republic, it don't come now, they talk say, yes, if they not buy rapper, you still use rapper we be used and last year we be new. So I want to assure Ambazonia people that say, maybe not the year na talk where Kawala they talk and Michelle Ndoki them because maybe na the year for 3 years them. Why they not be not campaign say me they not buy rapper now only now where they want to do and because they don't go fail election for come to they don't go fail their other candidates so they want pass through we for use bridge for other candidates. So we don't talk say we not celebrate anything with La Republic. We're on 11 February, 20 May, we're on the 1st of January, we're on a Youth Day, we're on a Women's Day. We not celebrate anything with La Republic. If we not for play in football, we not get nothing for do with them. So me would more be very careful with the own people than where if you want to use we or use any event for try for promoting their agenda where they talk say they sympathize with we, they're not sympathize with we, they're not there with we because they want to try for doing their program for federation. We're not there for federation any longer. We be all cross boundaries. Now my own small kid want to talk for that.
Come on, I beg. Mark on something. It be funny so they even talk about celebration for Women's Day inside Ambazonia. Mark on something. Now a shame for even so we even talk about that kind of thing. I mean for person where get sense, where blood the flow inside a vein. Now shame for even should not think say one words on rapper, tire, the done for street, the match, they do it for show way to celebrate with it. When they the key are picking them. They the boy and mommy them. Boy are picking them. They the key people. Then some person go get guts. For she don't think say one go celebrate Women's Day. They wish you try Maxi for Gambia has. See. And in fact, for me, I just live and say that day itself. Well, I know we'll give order, but if I prefer me say that particular day go be na even the way one mommy them, one sister them, all man go show for us, mourn and pray. For remember all our mommy them and woman where they don't even kill them. In fact, as I told say woman that they come tomorrow with their special message, they don't prepare their own special package. How they wish and they intend for say may they deal with this Women's Day program. So I don't want to talk much on that. Because before I come on this show today, I'll be talking about my patients. Yes, Lady Casey.
Yeah, no, I want you talk and say, well, people then be very resolute and then know where till they go on. Any person where it is still get caught up with this La Republic frenzy for different kind celebration them. Now person where it don't make itself against we. Someone will know say, me when people they know decide they want to be spectator for something when it no concern them. Or they want to watch with which seconds it happen in the name of celebration. Any person where it understand the time, they know the key we, they don't care about. We will get for fight, we get for show that difference. They will not be part of them. And one of them have to stay away from any social activity where it involve La Republic. If you continue.
Yeah. No, for me, I just look and say the thing don't really make sense for say some person would even shouldn't even think say you want to go celebrate Women's Day. I mean, any mommy or woman inside Ambazonia would even think that nonsense. For me, maybe other women they just gather for Cartier, they flog it up. You know, they flog it up. Because I've been talked to other times, so therefore bring some discipline for the revolution where you go make some people with misbehave. You know, if you imagine you will go to wear kaba. The kaba, you know my way first day. That dictator way they keep people, way they send army, they make the can't kill picking them. They kill when picking them. He first day for all of the kaba, you wear like this, you celebrate with it. Inside Amazonia. My brother, so put everything if you're alive here. When they go try that day where that kaba say they want to tell Amazonia. Nonsense. And the one we invest me past, the one we invest me past about the women's team. You go people that go for this kind of time in the heart. You go to take money, say you want to go buy rapper for go celebrate. What's kind of women there? You want to celebrate them. And if you understand, you know, I respect the fact that women they get their own special day where they come and say Women's Day, where they want to celebrate them. But now the way the situation is in Amazonia, I don't see you go to move even at 1,000 or at 2,000. So you go buy a rapper. Like those are like people foolish. The people that really stop for amaze me with their foolishness. You go to impose on the hungry people. Who when they kill them. Make them move their small money where they get out of their pocket, they go buy a rapper, make one rich. So they want to celebrate Women's Day. Now, since when like public it be advantageous for them for see people that celebrate Women's Day. And then not to talk of a country, not their country. Let the case you be woman. I mean, I don't want to talk about it because it even touch my heart. But I don't know how important Women's Day you think say due to the situation where it didn't also for that country.
The thing I say the Women's Day no concern Amazonia at all. Amazonia then when we don't, because we're not an international Women's Day, when we don't get our independence and the environment, we don't get our country, we go design our own kind celebration when it go empower and educate and enlighten our women then for be industrious, productive, and great leaders. But now, so that's why they go chop, drink, open drawers, all time what they see picture they for this. You know that the kind of celebration, Amazonian are women of dignity and substance. We not get that kind of chakara women, the way they have chakara place, drink with the drum. You do all kind of crazy in the name of Women's Day. Not being at the point that for Women's Day celebration, and for empower women to be leaders, empower women to be business owners, enlighten, educate women to go to school to study. We're not saying women in place not only for kitchen, women too, they fit be part of change in society, like some of we women in the revolution they do. That is what Women's Day is about. Not for go buy some rapper, go do some march pass. How that one would that one help? That one no help person in life. It's like add na expenses and we no get no value for the community, for your family or the society. Women that they encourage women to learn some handwork, learn some trade, something we go help you, your family, and your picking there and your community. Now wait till that way it's supposed to be. Not for buy rapper, do some march pass. So Amazon and then when we don't get our independent now, so they don't the key we're picking them. They the key where mommy, where grandpapa them. Vulnerable people in the society, disabled people, La Republic don't to say we are worse than animal. They don't even care. They don't kill anything that can kill. So we not feel she don't join them who celebrate such a thing. We therefore not say now so we are at war and we have to be conscious of that fact. Whether we understand them or we not understand them, this thing you know go select who for affect them. So we therefore always live with that consciousness and mind our environment. So we not feel join La Republic to celebrate. And once we look forward for listening to the women, the Ministry of Women Affairs, and more patience and more comfort tomorrow too. We'll start with county roots. We'll talk about Women's Day. You'll also do some video on YouTube will enlighten we, our mothers and women and ladies in Amazonia on ground zero, how we're supposed to conduct ourselves this particular period. So we get for mind the times. Now it's not time for celebration. We are at war.
Thank you so much for that. Lady Casey, I hear say for Monday, I hear some small will say for Monday, they saw something that happened for England. No. You want confirm that Congo, sir? What did happen for England?
Of course. You know, we get the Commonwealth Day. You know, every year there is Commonwealth gathering, all Commonwealth nations, all the Anglo-Saxon nations across the world. They gather for London. They gather for the capital of UK, which is London, and we get a demonstration. We'll make Amazonian presence and a cry, and the recent massacre in Gabo. We get to go demonstrate. In fact, Amazonian get to participate, whether officially or unofficially. So all Amazonian, Southern Cameroonian, and the United Kingdom and the environs, they get to be present on Monday. On Monday, the 9th of March, and Westminster Abbey, and at 10 a.m. All Amazonians around in United Kingdom and around United Kingdom, they think make it to London on Monday, the 9th of March at 10 a.m. Westminster Abbey, as in central London. Everybody get to make their presence. No, we not get excuses them. We not fish don't say, oh, you did work, you did do this. How about people they stay for bush? Look at how many picking them. 17 children they kill them from Gabu. I mean, the massacre for Pinin is still very fresh. We cannot forget the atrocity, the way our people there for ground they go through. La Republic now one stop for kill our people. They kill every day. Even as we talk now, so they don't probably kill somebody. Maybe for some people we will not account for. So we not fish don't they make excuses. We not fit to say the co because people they live for bush, inside dust, inside rain, every kind horrible weather condition the day inside they endure. So we not fit make any excuses. So we must make our presence felt at that Commonwealth Day in London this Monday, the 9th of March, 10 a.m. at Westminster Abbey. So come one, come all. See you there.
Yeah, thank you. That one. I just say, you are not for California. How on the planner? Because you know, say I believe say this the idea. It come now when for which the president talk. The 1 million man march, the president don't make an announcement. The next week Friday, all over in the world, a 1 million man march. And from what you are saying, I say UK they already start on this Monday. The Monday UK they start with a 1 million march. We took for Germany. Will take over next week Friday, and then I don't know how to California the plan.
Well, not in California, na North America, and maybe the continent of America, and people who see come even from Europe to the day where they could come. Now, why that would not talk say when something they happen, we get for listen to ABC, forget the real updates and everything. Royal Education don't talk where again for start on the 9th for England for Commonwealth, and we know see this so a good day for Washington DC, where people come Canada, all over America, even Europe come for day 1 million man march, and we still know say a day on the 14th for Germany. Now the program that way it be. So everybody they understand they take measures for join, and we still know how we get the all stakeholders conference where it will still be for DC, where it will be on the 30th of July, go reach for the 2nd of August. I just talk this one so that people where they get for drive come from a long distance, people like Lady Casey, that when an Iron Lady, then people like Clovis, when an Iron people them, when I get for the book flight them now, because during that time, na summer holiday we fly them to they be expensive and other kind things them. You know, we get for do a lot of these things because Ground Zero too they play a lot. Every Monday they shrum for house, they do a lot of things, and we get for a step up with on game for talk say so this thing that they get for B. So any subsequent updates and whatsoever, it will always come for ABC for people them. Me understand say anything now for ABC. Me do not hear news where they come left and right because that one a distraction where it come from people that where they want seek notice or maybe for La Republic people. So I thank you plenty.
Yeah, and I want to add something for that so you just talk as well come UN. I want to stress for the fact that I know a lot of people that watch you for Ground Zero, and a lot of you don't contact me. Like some of you be the confused what I'll get goes down today. I had about 10 calls from Ground Zero where I be circulate the information. Mona no say if there is any lockdown or an extraordinary ghost down means say ghost down we're not there for Country Sunday. While regular Country Sunday na every Monday. But if there's going to be any extraordinary ghost down, you go hear them for ABC or you go hear them for an audio by Secretary Chris or the press secretary, you know, from the interim government. So if they don't make that kind of announcement, more wanna know the confused. If there is, you know, we'll not say some specific activity that it happen for some counties there or some LGA, the way that LGA then it decides say they go lock down, that announcement will come from your LGA chairperson or your county chairperson. So more will not to get things confused. The interim government is well structured and it's functioning excellently and it's improving by the day. But see, say communication with Ground Zero and the communication with everybody involved is smooth and is effective. Someone another here side talk, the person talk say, the one not talk say. Any information, you get it on ABC or you get it an audio message or a video from the Secretary of Communication, Chris Anu. I want you to add that small talk based to a you and start talking.
Yeah. Yes. That Million Man match, I think it be very important too for we to take it serious because we want pass a special message that day. We don't see a lot of international conspiracy and a lot of international hypocrisy in the course to do our Ambazonia revolution. So this Million Man match, it give me that opportunity for pass a special message. Now, some person will ask the question, say, Ambazonians, they don't match. Ambazonians, they don't match up and down. Wait to be different about this 1 million man match from the other matches where Ambazonians, they don't do it. Yes, na correct question. But wait to be different and say, wait, would it come this time out violently, strongly, and with a special message? Would it come out this time? No. Bible talks here. When so person knock your door, and some panel waiting for Bible. Even if you don't like that person, you know why that person, you will open that door because wait, you don't tell for the other person in knock your door. Now why that we not going to give up? Say we don't do plenty match up, we don't do plenty match up. No. This time we're going to increase the knocking of that door, we even door with plenty noise. You understand? So this Million Man match it carry a special message, and it be based on which we see where they happen. We not allow that the kill people there for Ground Zero. They kill mammy there. When I see what happen for Babanki, when I see what happen for Ngabu, when we see all these kind of images, imagine saying like you, okay, you were there for one man country. You there, you live in a country where peace and they fight. But imagine say you be get an opportunity to be for that place. Now you be there for that place. They kill your people there. They kill you. They give you this kind of harm. You for the expect to make some person stand for you, make some person fight for you, make some person cry for you. So as you go pray for Papa God, say make some person go intervene for you. I want you to think say you be answer for some person in prayer now. So you be an answer for some person in prayer. Some person the way the pray say international community they intervene. Some person the pray say who will save me from La Republic in hand. Every day the year La Republic is gone. If he see that body, if he cry, just as me and you, we cry, say, who will deliver, who will really can intervene, so do something. Maybe like we do nonsense. As we pray, I want me also see ourselves as the answer for some person waiting for like for Ground Zero in prayer. So now a challenge for someone who take this opportunity, will go out, will lament with the bitterness we did for our house, for our heart, we'll show them to the public. We take these images. We'll show them to the public. Make the public see them. Any television station where you know one capture the images for sure, we will first see that they for see those images. The public, like me, are there for Germany. If I go for the streets, I print all those images. This thing that happen for Africa, they don't go show them with the German television. But they see us who come out, they see those images, they will be forced to show them with the German television, and it will call the attention of the people. For say maybe our politicians, they look into that situation, they know what will happen for Africa. You know. Now because a lot of negligence therefore what will happen for Africa, a lot of awareness never be raised up for the things the way that they happen for Africa. Now why the way most things that don't happen, probably they feel that dictators in Libya, they feel just feel they feel do anything, they go free. Because the job remain within their terrain, they feel cover them up. But when we do this kind of things, we project out these images them, we create international awareness and hence international pressure on them. So I still say now one of the ways where most of you were there for abroad, were there for as they call them bush faller or for bush, who feel contribute also for the revolution. Yes, the Million Man March. Who said we there for inside North America, for inside Europe, take the step. Come on, you and the CC want to talk something about the Million Man March.
Yes, I want to Adam say people who they there around the states, them where they be closer to Washington DC. They fit try for carpool or they take train and other kind of things them. And I want to give plenty thank you because you don't talk something where it make me for similar talk some small thing about the Million Man March. We don't hear everybody they talk say the revolution is bigger than any person. And what way it matter for this revolution, I say, make you contribute your own part. Not mine, not asking what way the other person try for do them. I don't want to give this information because of the security threat the way we get them. Because I'd be surprised say we already talk say the bigger picture now for fight La Republic. But now you will hear say as the plan say we did go for the Million Man March, some people in there where they want 10 for being and say now 8% them. They instead talk and say no, they want instead go for go kill people, for go kill different people. Now La Republic it kill with people. We want to sell the story out for the people them. So I don't mind say I know we see and say go be proper. Say some person come like a person. He want go to play ball for your own poll. Where they talk say this, where they try for scare people. When I know say La Republic, it use plenty tactics them. If you talk different brother or sister, it can't scare you. Say me, come on, say rain will fall or say security not could be. Because we don't hear people that don't talk say they go kill people, they go kill people, they will go fight. So ask them say, how is that one going to help for flush La Republic for Ambazonia? So me brothers and sisters, me everybody, me a come up, me 10 for it because when I know the year now the stories where they come up for outside for people because nobody it is stop. Nobody is stop say me you help for contribute for move La Republic for we country. We fight now for La Republic, not now for fight for individual, not now for intimidate some person because the revolution be bigger than any one person. You say if you can't frighten people, say me the level now for you one you get for go. We don't hear some people them some these small boy them they work at the talk say they could go kill people, they could go do whatsoever. America and a country for law. Yes, and I want to tell this one for people where they did for America. Maybe you wanna just come on and never know the laws of America because any threat where you use them against a person, anything where you intimidate person. Now see, even my country people they say you don't go for the Rikashi for cyber bully. When you can't bully people, you can't threaten people. If it affect your work history for America, where you want to go make any job or you want to make now say you want to find citizenship or anything, they will can't talk say they look at background check. The more people don't call complain say you threaten them physically and other kind of things, they call and say abuse. Even whosoever, it will can't affect you in future. When some person they try say they propagate violence, say you go kill people, you go do this kind of people and so. If you've been a person where you be wise, not associate yourself with those kind of people because America, as you come for here, if you move for this country, any minute, any time possible, when white man say you be threat for your life, FBI, they already investigate a lot of people where they there for here, where they investigate people. And it goes the same for people where they there for Ground Zero. When I fight now for fight La Republic, even I say when I go like for Kurugwe or for different side of work, they catch people, they kidnap people, they take money for people, like say now when I own Ambazonia. Ambazonia now a collective property for everybody. No now for some individual I own. No I say we want free everybody for Ambazonia. No I say they want free now one leader. So one we say we more fight now only on this leader before we go reach for your own day or me for Boya. Now the kind philosophy, I mean the kind mentality where it be primitive mentality where La République peut use and say, on a change for Bia or you say who will be so. No, Ambazonia and people, a whole country, not an individual. Whether you be now who or who, the revolution will continue for go. Even now one leader a died today, people that will still continue for go tomorrow. Even as some papa property or some kind person gonna get for this, so gonna serve them. We gonna not forget say all the people that can't talk online for the, to do other kind of smart thing. We gonna not look and say a crowd or a way to where they come for them because now La Republic people they can sponsor, they go buy things them. I mean views. I can't talk say this so they talk very well for the year views them. If now views be the free we for already there for some site. In that grammar, we for already be for some different sides. So time for Ambazonia for boycott any person where it define a brother, any person where it stop you, any person where it discourage me to not contribute money for fight Ambazonia. When I get for boycott those people that can be until so that we will work together. We will reach for Boya. Thank you.
I said, but I did some pass me country people. Come on, you and literally talk so very serious things with the talk. I want to analyze the thing fine, my country people then. Do an amber focus. Yes. Will not be fools them. More reason. How it go manage be say Ambazonians and the commot, in fact, they the Kiwa Pikine from Gabu, would you see this massacre way they happen for our country? They the Kiwa people. Kiwa mami them. Kiwa woman them. Then we can't decide. So one go out for go march for call upon the international intervention for which way they happen for our country. Now the president, His Excellency Dr. Sako, and the interim government, together with the county chairs and the local government area coordinators, they come up with this plan, say, make a million-man march for increase the international pressure, make a mount on La République, so that these killings for our people, the international community will step in and go hold La République onto accountability. Ambazonia people, they might ask you a question. Nabati for say, would he vex the Kiwa people there? Nabati for say, would one go for street, for go march, for go strike, for go shaking place, and for call on the intervention for the international community because the Kiwa picking them and a woman there. Yet, some activists, I can't see video the other way. Tapang Ivory talker in a every title they talker. If the people that come out for go march for say that they keep with the Fungabu, if Dr. Sako and the interim government and the people that they don't go out for go march for say my international community can intervene for Isa and Ambazonia, for say they stop the killings. Say if they come out for go march, may they fight them, may they kill them, may they kill Dr. Sako because if the talk say may they go march, may they stop the killing for people. I want to ask you some question. I'm not saying something big wrong. Which human being for a right senses? It will be Thursday will go, may they go for even talk for una can go fight. People the way that they vex that they kill una. I don't really understand. I mean, come on, you and the team pass me. As I hear that video, I say, go catch me. Say every tattoo. Tapang Ivo, they go to talk say, may they kill Dr. Sako, they give chairs for Chris Anu, they give chairs for Dr. Sako and for the interim government. Say any person will go out for go march against La République, may they kill him. If you imagine how devilish people don't become, and then they
and Clovis about that trade them. You know, see, consistently. Because the thing I said, the people of Ground Zero, they really confused sometimes them. We support for don't know now. Anti-revolutionary activities them and activities there they promote this revolution. We don't come for that stage way. Next people they don't come outrightly. Let's talk about more keep talking. The people there, they are people that they endorse national dialogue. They support Nakamto. Now people there they first talk say ghost down, lockdown, no be na they be against it. They be against anything where it go attract international attention. They be against Swiss talk. Swiss talk wait for how many years? While papa them, they don't start fight. You know the time they form SCNC, they know born some of you. What Papa they start fight to recognition for Ambazonia. International community don't recognize us through the Swiss mediation. They don't talk say now the one La Republic need to go for table. They don't get us together. We don't form a unified platform. Nothing. Now the highest achievement as a nation, Ambazonia, we don't get until date. That's Swiss mediation. Whether we like it or not, even though people that are the opposers, they know them. They just know their only problem and say none of them, the leader mediation for Ambazonia. Now the problem now, so they take that because of that now they confuse our vulnerable people with La Republic, they torture them enough because now the part of this their wickedness and evil when me and they understand. Say, what people they go through so much torture and pain and killing from La Republic. And then you get some of these people, they were like a few, the one that you mentioned, with their leader, them, when they benefit from this, their charlatan behavior, them, she don't quiet, they promote the kind of behavior. And it's very evil. So I will, like, we always tell people, listen to ABC. Because if you listen to these people, you think the revolution, they go nowhere. This revolution is making progress. It is moving on, it's moving forward. The only thing I said, they pain from La Republic. Why we get for the do the march them? Why we get for the do the protest them? The protest for London, for Germany, for DC, and all these conference. And we try to bring and constitute ourselves together for see say we shorten the process. We make a me short. Say if we get for being as 5 years, me take 4. We get for put our head together with the interim government where it don't consistently show say now he deserve the people. But you still see people that way it baffle me, they still confuse who be leader, who not be leader. They see sometimes they will even get called them with ABC, everybody they ask some kind question them. We don't really get an institution where it get roots from ground zero, from your LGA. If you don't know your LGA, the good aspect to now also mention I say LGA now go to expand the database even to people within the community on ground, so that we'll get so that if a referendum they happen today, we already know who is going to be voting and who is not. So they get to expand their database to that aspect. So everybody is identified, is known, so that nobody knows also they don't belong. That is a structure we are building and strengthening. So more no became allow all this distraction and all these children they don't lost their purpose for life. The worker they shall be threatened and pay that their threats. As much as I don't see it as anything because they don't even have the capacity or what, they still pass through other people for create chaos. So those that go for DC, and everybody should go for DC. If you create the time and go there, it is very important. Ambazonia, if anything is, if anything they look at that picture of that innocent child, the way they kill him. May that one even motivate you, may even get you out of your house here, may you go for streets, go demand justice for these children. If you not even be for Ambazonia, but you're from Southern Cameroon, you get to go out, justice for these children, because it is too much. If they pain, if they killing, they need to pain you. It need to motivate you for take action. It need to motivate you for contribute to your LGA. It need to motivate you, then you are not human. It is beyond explanation. Because we don't understand how these killings, this burning of people every day in their homes, destroying people's property, their livelihood, every day, it must prompt you to take action. And one of the actions that will join this Million Man March, join the protest for Commonwealth Day for London, join them for Germany, for Berlin, go out, protest, contribute to your LGA, pay your CID, because we are getting better and this revolution is making progress. Me no man who can fool you. Me no man no deceive you. It is making progress. And I will not say that if it is not so. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Clovis.
Just continue you, and if you want to talk something, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yes, Amber Queen, you don't already talk all thing for day, but I want to add some small thing. I want to tell people that for Ground Zero, everybody, what are you doing for diaspora, say, make una no begin the year now how people that we can shout plenty. Make una no begin the year now how some man feed talk plenty wisdom, or some man feed run plenty. Then you check say this man is the worker for you, your own side. Because if man, you the hungry, person take chop where it put poison for the jam for you, it means that person not get you at heart. So wait to again and say, how many people that they work at go, they make mob, they go left and right? How did you know which one you get for listen to? Now the person way, he provide answer for why you be enter the revolution. We get problem now for La Republic. Yes, any person where it be against all those things the way we take and for fight La Republic with them, it means that person not there for your own side. Any person who just say they against lockdown, it be against ghost town, it be now say it talks to me refugee. I don't see some pin them. They say they advertise some Ayaba than the rest. They advertise say they want to raise money for pin them. Say me they bring refugee them back. Worst day, then when I go they bring refugee them. We don't see how way they go to encourage now marry them. They go to bring refugee and Dr. Success. They bring and they come back home. We don't see how way people that want to go to match, the editor them and the rest. They talk say they so me they not go match. They follow now the bus people and the Camto people. We see how we are you tabbing them. Where would they deny La Republic French lawyer them? They go to take now Francophone lawyer them for beginning camp. They're gonna understand see these people and they did for a different way. So that I explain for people from Ambazonia say we get for most understand see. No mean any man where they can't use the word Ambazonia. They can't stand for they begin to shout take Ambazonia where it did for this revolution. Any person where they work out with the bus, any person where they work out they come to, any person where they write letter, they disclaim like how they don't write letter, they disclaim say me they go me they say Tasang na doorman, this one and other can't it show for when I say these people them they don't already cross side the day for the other side. Because we will go for Fumban, La Republic full way for Fumban. Now because with it, we know we get a third party where we come in. The third party will come in, but now we go for the Swiss talks. These people in the day against the Swiss talk, they endorse La Republic national dialogue. How you go make national dialogue with La Republic for the special status where they not even forget what to inside the special status. So now the reason way they fight against all this and for say make everything is spoiled. Make they go now La Republic will go give them that kind of money. Me I tell Ambazonia people they understand. Say people where they go facilitate for the work of La Republic and people where they be offer come on run for La Republic. Where they don't give money before the revolution start. So they don't realize and I say, if they not help La Republic for spoil the revolution, they go remain for outside. Now, why do you see that they work at the jungle, they go left and right? And the irony in the we say we never even stop them. Say, no, me they not give money for them. Me they not contribute money for them. But now instead they run for on back, then they go against lockdown, they pull lockdown, they say they will come with cheap people. They pull lockdown, they say no, they're on the start on the 7th, go on the 12th. On the 12th, 7 to 12, you don't see them for us, you don't see them for anything. So, brothers and sisters, when I get for no, say these people, if one the ones you don't say it on a year now, they can't talk the way they talk. Even you want to go for paradise, they don't talk inside Bible, say the good angel, it is using a soft tone, it talk, say, come to my side, come to my side. Angel, when a bad person, where they carry, when a Satan, their people, when a Lucifer. Now the way you will hear they shout at the top of their voice, come this way, come this way, come this way, and I forgot put you for hellfire. Tanguna plenty, me and Bazona they remain focused. Thank you.
Well, come you and which way gonna say? You and Lady Casey when I don't make a very striking point. Or when I don't make some striking points the way I want to emphasize on. You know, I always like for when I see my they make them a small handed so it means the time for analysis on rich. Because now so my brain work. I want to understand something. They talk just like the case they talk. Ambazonians then who don't need to want an international party where you come inside our fight, which is La Republic, where you can't tell La Republic, say La Republic get for respect we and they get for respect our rules there. Where you go bring me for judgment table, we go sit down, we go judge together with La Republic, and they go be like referee. When I don't say referee for being a person where you not get for take side. Now, since we are fighting always been only inside our country, La Republic use brutality because he get a weapon. When I see what you do for national dialogue, now they organize a national dialogue. People where they go there, now they choose who go talk, and then kill them people who they go talk, waiting for talk. You see, I say transparency no day. Nobody no get a free will of expression. Now, what I want to say, we know we shouldn't with them to discuss and solve this problem for inside our country. We must take and go for international level. We will get a neutral referee where we will come with a whistle. He will judge all the two sides fairly. I would only fight for that. Now, when doors start open, the Swiss talk come, America they talk, Canada they talk, European Union they talk, all man they say la Republic must go for Swiss talk. We can't get people the way they say no, they don't want that Swiss talk, they don't want that Swiss talk. They deny the Swiss talk, they condemn the Swiss talk. Yes, they talk all kind of bad things against the Swiss talk, and some of them people them like where they among us. That one pass, they say it don't pass. The Amazon and they cover their eyes say where more look up. Now they can't kill people them for how they call that way they go kill our fighters them that place. They can't kill our fighters them. Batibo. Now they can't wake up. They bring confusion. They may make confusion. Ambassador and they cover their eye. Now they come from Gabu. Now the one can to say lockdown will be. They can't change date for lockdown. They to say ambassador and local lockdown for disturb la Republic their election. They prefer to make lockdown be only a few days before. Then they can't threaten say people will go one whole lockdown. Ambassador and the one lockdown they will deal with them. Imagine ambassador people. People that they take when for full, that they take away for full or waiting. When you go decide say you want to do lockdown because you don't want to make the enemy for trespass your matter or your gate. There are person where you claim say your own brother can't threaten you. So if you take lockdown against your enemy, I will deal with you. I will deal with you. You not careful automatically understand say this person something be wrong with you. You know the enemy. Yeah, we'll get a lot of one of the people who will get a big revolution. We'll not be honest for ourselves, Amazonia. Ambazonian brothers and sisters, them, my mommy and my papa, them will not be honest for ourselves. Will not be honest because we not be tell me say we foolish or we blind. We will go to see these people where they fight our progress, which we are koro eye. They defy our progress. Anything we want bring progress from Amazonia. These people, they be bent for fight them, kill them, destroy them, simply because none of them the lead, none of them the doer. It is show we say they don't get we at heart. I tell you something. If you did for this, no football, no football. Or would you watch soccer, football? If you be say you be player, well, even you know they for fee you the play, but your colleagues are there for fee they play, and your colleagues score. When I don't say true footballer there. The one that they for outside, when they know the play, but they see their colleagues and they play. When their colleagues they score, now then they run, go carry that colleague for upway score. You know they care who score that goal. Their main thing is the one who win that match. As a team. Play away the vexing, now me I must score. Now me I must play 9 shot. Now me I must play this. You see, I said that player no there for your side. Now evil player, and that kind of player for football team that they kick it out, they didn't sign a better contract. Because they look at say now bush player, they couldn't say bad belly player. We'll get a lot of bad belly player there for this one, Ambazonia revolution. Bad belly player them when they do with you inside feet, they quack you for broke your foot. When they look at you, you be good player. Yes. When they look at you, you sabi dribble. You sabi dribble where they want quack you, broke your foot. Yes. Now that kind of evil people the way they go shit down to say because Dr. Sako and the interim government they don't declare so we'll go for Washington DC. We will go protest. Say, me Donald Trump, me international community, may they go hold Pobia. They put pressure for Pobia, may stop the killings. Now, only person we know deep for our side will to say no. May they go fight Dr. Sako and the interim government. Look, I'm shame on Eric Tato. Curse be that day with the burn that boy. I talk about national TV. For say, if we do the death of our people, then they kill. Listen, Amazonia, the little thing that vex me. Then they kill our mommy there. Sometimes when I look at that image, I don't feel sleep. I be cry a small picking. When they see what poor people they would never get some people chop. Like people they go take gun, shoot them, kill them. When they vex the one go for international community for go protest. So person will can't say me they kill women, they fight against you because one go protest. That person no be devil, no be devil, no be Satan. We go see the plight of the people of Amazonia. You go see the plight of our people. Look at what people they suffer. You go to say me they can't fight we because we want to go protest. Ambazonians them they want to go shut down quiet. When I shut down quiet.
Yeah, Chloe, I want to ask some small thing for say you don't talk something you don't really you don't bring something to my mind. You know, I don't also notice our people they don't understand the reality of the revolution and who be who. And any person who don't refuse for understand, either he refuse for understand, he be uninformed, or he just be blocked. It might just be blocked by tribalistic tendencies. We don't see a lot of personalities them and character for the revolution where they start with we, and all of a sudden they decide for fight for their own interests instead for the interest and for Ambazonia. And we'll get for big quickly because the revolution will change and it evolve very quickly. So some people they take time for catch up to the current reality. That kind evil when you don't explain, and when some people they don't choose that evil path against progress for the revolution. One thing I know for sure, I say they will fail as they have always been failing. We will say they will know the kind internal and external strife then when we don't get for the revolution, because some people are not focused, because some people have chosen to be an agent, an enemy agent in the revolution, whether knowingly or not knowingly. And we're not going to continue for the glorify these people them and for the give them such attention. We get for strategize in such a way where we will stay focused. We will ensure say their reckless, charlatan, evil behavior affects progress for the revolution, because now as us we have decided that this Amazonian freedom is all we live for. The freedom of Amazonia is all we live for. We get for also ensure that it doesn't become to nothing, because we allow some few handful of individual them the step progress. So we get for take that guard for the revolution, but at the same time we'll not go glorify their activities by giving them the attention where they seek them, because we won't reach for that point for the revolution. We get not two. We get many options, but we get two things we must do. Two things we must do, and the internal government a priority that sustainability and escalation. Sustainability and escalation. That it be very broad. When now the motto that for the upcoming Amazonian Stakeholder Strategic Conference, Washington DC. So now for sustain the revolution and for escalate the revolution to the level of to until we get our independence. So the interim government is strategized the work. People are working day and night every day for CC progress. So now me as an activist, I will employ the interim government to keep the people informed so that they're not going to get distracted with all these noisemakers on social media. They get to keep the people informed of their extraordinary activities and work that they are putting on to see that our freedom is attained in the shortest space of time. Because now one thing that way most people in there, when these noisemakers they from media, they make all this noise, and people they look for information, they look for information of hope. Something will give them hope to hold on to, because the pain like probably causing our people is too much. So the internal, the most every department have to come out, engage with the people, tell the people where they do a lot of things where the people are not aware of. And because this other one they on media many times, it makes so much noise. They now get distracted and they get confused, and they feel like say revolution don't die. Some people they think say the division. There's no division. We cannot be more united in this revolution. This revolution, we are more united now than we've ever been. Anything else outside the interim government and Team Ambazonia is an enemy entity. It's an enemy agent. So who knows we become distracted by all of that. We are very focused. People there, they don't do things the way we know. Because I don't understand. Why are we so short-minded when it comes to the realities? We know people there, they don't decide for endorse now La Republic activities like you and list all the things they hear. They join march now we bus, they site now we come to against their border, they kill our fighter them, and then once we get confused where we are in Israel. No, we cannot allow ourselves. We are too informed and educated and aware to be like that. And Amazonians, and I believe and I know we are getting to that place that we know where we are. We know that now it's time for sustainability and escalation, and all the stakeholders then employ them to participate in this DC conference, where they come, this stakeholders conference or DC, where they come on, so that we will together push this revolution forward. We will escalate it together, so it will be an Ambazonian success. It's not about an individual. Stakeholders is nobody's name. Stakeholder is a group, is a county heads, LGHs, country heads, regional heads. The cabinet is a whole, is an entire administrative structure of Ambazonia. Even includes the National Self-Defense Council.
Ma, cut you short. You see, I want to be realistic for this show. See, I'm not talking something. When people know if they die, then we'll get devils there. I call it devils. See, something the way Satan, devil, Satan, the fear for do. But if I see some human being in the door, like example, Big Steve Agbo, you only hear that name Agbo. You hear that kind of name, you know who set up that kind of people there. They will see the writer. If you imagine, say, we talk about the lives of our people, with the killer for Ground Zero. That person, I just open social media and I will get it guts for kind of say my trip to Boya. And he talk, well, if not very well, say a big brother, Tabenya, Brado. And I they chop money from my trip to Boya today. They still shit down on top of my trip to Boya money. Would you talk about it that the key were people there? Move, go out, move, do something. Right there, made a
Clovis.
You see the point of the create confusion.
Yeah,
they don't choose oneness.
Yeah, Clovis, countryman. May I help you a bit? That one, you be big man. You know, get for the response for that kind of thing. I want to differ with you and Lady Casey a little bit. Because when I don't make statement for they say some people that they try for spoiling now only because even at the day or when they elite. I differ a little bit. All man will know say this revolution don't be divided into two factions. They team up where it go the switch talks and where it doesn't all of we will do this thing. Against people the way they already endorse La Republic National Dialogue and where they talk say they go now for La Republic their dialogue. Where to be their target? Their target I say me they attack inter-government, me they kill with generals, me they kill with fighters and me they carry sabotage, say me people not contribute money, they talk say La Republic. The reason why I talk say different and say what it. If it be na say not them, they go more lead. You will realize and say people like Eric Tato and the rest, they say no, Yerima na their own person. Instead for them for come for outside there for the promote Yerima, for the carry Yerima for all, they leave Yerima all their own problem and say Sako and so. They endorse La Republic National Dialogue. They talk say come for here, you don't go meet up people and so why Sako and then never go meet up the people. Instead of even ask for Yerima say, hi, if say you did for here. Come to Rock and do this thing, you never can do this now. Who said the day? Okay, my trip to Boyawe, you talk. The Rock and talks, they talk live. Dr. Sako said they give $2 million. My trip to Boyawe will come out $600 and something thousand, and then including about 200 and something where it make like 860 something thousand. And inside all that money, we get 550 something thousand where Tabiyan don't can say wireless transfer. They don't know who that money get for go to. Now Tabiyan get for come present the money. And before my team to Boyawa can reach, Ayuk Tabiyan collect more than 1.2 billion CFA. And they never talk nothing. We hear even audio, video. I mean audio way Akoro them and the rest they did the whole Ayuk Tabi say me they make audits. It deny it. We hear a rep from Ikina, it talk how the Milano team money for Skapak and other kind. It deny it. We hear how they pay $6,000. We hear how they repay. It said they repay one we buy on a Milan $3,000 something. All those things that they not care for be. Now, why that way yesterday I become of a setup where I talk how the Ambazonia revolution will be divided. We get Konengi IG where they are big person now WADA because if WADA never give permission, you cannot feel home meeting. If WADA never do nothing, you know home meeting. Then after then you here and I by the day for down. You get the people for scarf the other side. You get this irrelevant activities where they can't talk. Then Ground Zero can for last. But whereas you get the IG where Ground Zero is start for up after Ground Zero for all we get the Dr. Sako will come. After now we get the ethics committee, restoration council, we get everybody. When a democratic institution, we get the counties, we get the LGA, the 4 specific committees, and we will talk say now everybody me identify LGA, we go for the. But these people, they go there for their different side. So ask for Tabeyang say why they never can bring money for why never can talk buy money for my team to Boya. Tabeyang will not come for SCBC. He talk for live video say Dr. Sako no nothing concerning money. All the money na he be retouch. But who said the Tabeyang they for can't explain who said money don't already come go. They not do they know nothing. Yes, they always come and talk. Okay, if you been and say my team to boy have been a problem, why people are every time they talk say me not contribute money? Why not be talk say they forgive the money now for Yerima? You know they talk nothing for about Yerima and his own money. Then Ayuta be talk say Yerima they do an excellent job. We excellent job where Yerima they do now only because Yerima know the deal where Ayuta be do with a best song and with come to them with la Republic. You know and put the deal for outside. Now, which excellent job. Now, say Yerima Rogo match for some place, or Yerima Rogo for which kind of place and so. So all these people, David Makongo, they scalp people and everybody. Now then they go for the mafia. Where they go talk say Narova and Milan them, they talk say they don't know nothing about the Naira abduction. This where Milan says talk say be very sensitive. And now the thing and that we're gonna see say this kind of revolution, it can be for you. We get for talk say this so. Ayub Tabi, ask Ayub Tabi an example. The other people them say, wait to be make and they move Bala. They move Bala for chair because they say Bala be there for prison. Why Ayub Tabi there inside the very prison now? They talk say they don't move power for you, and they talk say Ayub Tabi now the natural supreme leader and whatsoever for the supreme leader. Who said the account where Ayub Tabi don't can do them? Who said all the things where Ayub Tabi don't can do them? Where they even the Tabi where it there for them. With arrest for me, and there is still all account for scapa more than $50-something thousand. Tabiyan get for give accountability for more than $500-something thousand. Yet they know they talk nothing for day. There is a body talk na IG where they don't come give accountability. Now Tabiyan never come go never talk nothing for day. We hear Milan to say talk say now you get SCBC and then they will take money for we they pay all those things for day. Ambassador they be some kind I don't really know which way they worry on. Where people that they come for here beginning knock chest, beginning to do other kind of things. Can't talk say they contribute money, they do so. All we generate the La Republic, but you know one general for we. Now only ADF and all the people that they kill we ungenerate them. Because when they say me, I can't go fight for hell La Republic, me are not enforceable standard. They can't kill people, they can't kill with own people. Who said Florence Aya for day? I can't talk say you don't catch the people they kill the Florence Aya for. Who said the Florence Aya for day? Who said Nibo Aaron day? Who said Akuma day? Who said Wazuzu day? Who said Amigo day? Who said Chacha day? All those people and they can't talk, say they could flush people, they keep people for party, but do everything. But all ambassadors they can't remain for here, they can't talk say they get for do so. Every time they say me they keep people, me they move people out of business, me they do so. Now the problem that will be the fight for La Republic. No, that is not what we will be more for say fight for La Republic for. Yes. No man no can put the same way they make lockdown. They deny and say if they see some person will make lockdown, they will come go ADF, the ADF with AMF and La Republic. They will go fight people where they make lockdown. They will fight. They say what is they can't talk now. Say me La Republic begin make it until they go for front. Everything and are the vex within people where they call themselves leaders. If we don't give opportunity for some person, say me be a leader. We see people where they do a revolution, so they know they shouldn't acquire Bohebe, Akwanga, and the rest. They just shouldn't acquire only because they know say yes. Me IG they begin to fight them too, so that if it fall for that, now they will take the position. If you want to give independence for we, independence they like egg where they on top table. Then you see some boy that got the carry stone them and stick the throw on top that table. Why you know will stop? You know will stop them for the throw stone and for them. You will leave and they go throw stone for them. They broke that egg. They wait till you can't bring a can't jump for we. Go habit is there busy happy when he say IG they fight two IG they fight other kind of people and so. But when they don't know say they so they instant spoil them and for spoiler. So time don't correct away all those people they call and say the crap of the leaders and whatsoever. If they not back fine, we are going to put them out of the post. I can't hear someone can tell you, oh, Tibo Nagi, don't talk say independent, not there. Wait till I want to meet Tibo Nagi can't talk. If you are a free ball between Ambazonia and La Republic, you can't talk say this, so Ambazonia will win the ball. Say La Republic will come on top table. Where will come about that one small time. Thank you.
Come with you, Ed. Yeah. Before we continue, I thank you so much for your analysis, and we will go deeper into that. But for people who already watch me just for television, or for their handsets, or for YouTube, I want to point something for Una. I want to just give Una a short review for what it happened for Facebook and through the comments. I'm gonna use something. Egbe Nchong, he comment. When I know the change story. Rene Ayok, when I hear the name them fine. I hear the name them. Ayok, Egbe. Now hear their comments them. We talk about what life of our people. We talk about the realities and the facts. But when I see the comments for the, when I hear the comments for the people.
Yeah. So when they say Big Steve Abo, he said the power monger them. Who the monger power? I mean, Ayok.
Thank you. I know why I bring an outcome with UN. I know why I bring an Agbo. Big Steve Agbo. When I hear power mongers, okay, I know I'm just continue for the reader comments, but when I hear the names them and the direction, it be sad for so don't reach the level where people they need to accept the reality again. They don't think what revolution may become a country meeting. You see how it don't become a tribalistic thing. Let me say the fit kill all our them. The fit kill una for ground zero, the bear una, the born una alive. These people don't care. Human being for them. They don't care. So long as not that their ego and their pride be at full.
I guess. Now the very way you see Abobala we can't talk say this, so there's no genocide because beginning they come out for one side they run, they go for La Republic. Abobala a real professor or a doctor. If forget for understand say in terms of what they say when you drown, if you hold a snake, you got land on top. You don't know diffusion and osmosis where it means say when high concentration over B, you feel wrong, you go for the other side. Only because he want can make some kind of them. Wait till me talk. He say no one Swiss talk me they bring and go for Africa Union. They don't go for Africa Union, no, not go for this. Then now he's all come again after Gabo. We can't talk say, oh, they don't keep people and so. For special state where he endorse some, he don't go for this. He say, he can't talk to special state. He say never know what you there inside. When one talk some kind of thing, he said federation can be internal or external and other kind of things. So all the people, them, the Tabayang Abo, you all those kind of people, them, and it be sorry say we get plenty of people that for Manfred when are very good people. But a few small cocoyams them where they can't spoil or they can't spoil this name. I mean, we get for give them when we get ambassador, we get for give them family planning lessons and moral lessons. Them we get for know how to behave inside society.
Anyway, I want you and talk small thing for that aspect. You know, we don't grow for a society. You now this kind tendency that they keep Africa as a whole for play with it. Because if someone you see people they go there because you know, like for example, they don't appoint. You see some people will tell you for mention, you mentioned for example, oh, no one ever get minister from our place for La Republic government. And I think you know she don't go there, they complain and say they no one get minister. One good road, no day. Water, basic necessity, amenities in no day. Good hospital in no day. The two will help community. If you look at one minister appointment, when that minister will live with the family for you on the day, fine for day, when I go to suffer bed, you see people they go to suffer the tie hat because they get some minister. That kind of mentality, you know, catch that kind of nonsense in Amazonia. Now, what Anglo-Saxon culture, we do not tolerate that kind of rubbish. We want a society where it's beneficial for all, able and unable. No, that kind of society where you go see one big mansion, the rest and attached houses, then Carabao has a way hold the road, they push and we have then the boys in Hora village, they move that baby man in moto, may go reach for a door. We one road no day. And then that society they condone that nonsense. Now Amazonia, any baby house. We have village where you need to ensure say good road where all man go enjoy can go market, enter road, come back when our Okada no get accident or motor no slice for up road to ups on him because of mud can't reach for down because a mud is slippery. We not burn that nonsense down.
Yeah, Lady Casey, I just say some man be not talk for Bamen that time where Prime Minister be go for they say all them the day in spirit. Me, I just say, we will don't leave this distractor them, other kind of people, and we will focus, we will go. We will talk something about the Swiss talks. I mean, how we Tibo Nagi we can talk so that we get for push the way forward for rally or people them.
Yeah, well, you and what you
Okay.
talk a lot of you get right. The two job in I say, you see, one of best issues on level so for even talk the person. No, because which really hurt me. This particular thing this week really hurt me. But as we talk more, we'll just close this topic because I want just round up with this topic for talk this. I want to use this opportunity for talk say I want to encourage the good-hearted people where they still get empathy for humanity, people where they still get brotherly feelings, you still get brotherly love. You feel what you mean when your people they be hurt. Some of these people activism or these people they talk all these things, they do all this kind of thing because their direct family never be involved. Now, whether if you see some person who can tell me they cut people their hands as image, actually I'll be go through some images for how many people that be in where they don't cut their hands. You see those images, that mommy, the woman, them where they don't cut their hands, and from who that come from. Imagine saying that a mommy they be cut his hand, because if you never do that kind of thing for person a woman or a pikin, they cut his hand so, or that pikin know that they shoot them, kill them. Either they look and feel relate with them, say this can be my own daughter or my son. So he don't care. It just it just easily put this in Ambazonians then. Jesus said, for Bible say, Papa God talk say, when a person they call me Lord, Lord, Lord with him up. He said most of when they call me Lord, Lord, Lord with una mop, una hearts be far away from me. You know what I mean? For East Ambazonian Revolution, plenty people they run mob for social media, for internet. They go talk. Now we would for the Ambazonian Revolution. Now and even see here just one comment for it to say without every tattoo Ambazonian Revolution would die. No play my talk with you for your rest of your life. I know because if I remember how our people did die, there's a person who can talk this kind of nonsense for social media. It show you how depraved it might be. It show you that one don't lost for inside his own stupidity. It don't lost. That means that one they so even Jesus will be saved again. But maybe my topic for today. Which it really hurt me as well. What people would die, what mommy they suffer, what brother they die, what pikin they die. Ambazonians will get for wake up. Will get for wake up. Because if we follow this kind of cheap people, they are coming there, where they instigate fightings amongst us, we will lost a lot for the revolution. You see, so I want to encourage everybody for this 1 million man march when they come up. Wherever you day, take the challenge. Take the challenge. Participate. Yes, may the international community feel the pressure of our presence in the international level. May they feel the pressure of our presence. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, Clovis, before we go, they also Southern Cameroon Community Belgium also get their own match coming up. I forget who announced that earlier as well. I no get the details, but I'll publish it on ABC Facebook page. Southern Cameroon Community Belgium, they get their own 1 million man match plan going on. So if you are in Belgium and around the country and if you make it to it, check it on the Amazon ABC Facebook page tomorrow morning. I will put the details there. Thank you.
Yeah, come with you and check out.
Yes, sir.
You say you guys on to one more discussion.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about about that statement where Thibaut Nagy don't talk. I hear some people that they celebrate and say, "Oh, when I say America they support Swiss stocks." Thibaut Nagy don't start the talk say we not get independent, we not do so. And yet those people are the way they be go take Cohen where it can't talk say this so will not be viable for independence. People are going to understand what they call as a diplomatic language. So if you want to go free ball where Ambazonia they go play with maybe La Republique, you just say when I come quickly we start this final, Ambazonia must win. You say La Republique will come for day. Enough will come for day. Yes. So they use talk where it shows say any person a be neutral. They send Jange Monina on top table. Me La Republique it come, including all those enablers them. Me the car will go for on top that table. Even America their law it be different from La Republique their law. Anglo-Saxon law be say when you catch the person you the only suspect he never be guilty until you prove him for day for court. So now so way Thibaut Nagy no fit go talk nothing. He must talk say this so me they must negotiate. Okay, me I ask on some question. Why be say people nagi yourself? You can't talk say this so. They don't talk to me. They make new boundaries for Africa, but they say that one will be bad. Better me they maintain the colonial boundaries. The colonial boundaries for Africa now the boundary where La Republic get independent for day for 1st of January 1960. Now that day they draw independence, yeah, it get a boundary, it get held, thing that they be different. So me people forget for understand that one. Say plenty way there, the way if you take some, if you catch rat, either for your head, for your tail, for your food, and other kind of me they forget what way people get the talk. That one a diplomacy. Me I tell you something. Even I be check true, say people get the talk and say La Republic is no so. Why La Republic never first go for that table? Now because La Republic is no, say it don't look for up, it look for down. It see say her. I never see color not for here. I never see corn for here. How who said the color not come out? You want pick color not you go for looking for up. If you not see nothing for there, no go pick and no say now for come they trap you. Now the reason why La Republic is fear the Swiss stocks. Yes, me when I forget you ready with all irrelevant people they can't talk say the Swiss stock. Now La Republic is talk. How you be La Republic? You go make party. When you make your own party, your birthday party, now you first, now you will go first for on top day for be for day. The La Republic is fear for come for day now because you say understand. Say this so when you will reach for day, they will tell you say okay, you say now you get this land. Go say your birth certificate day. Go say this day. Now all that kind of thing they get for people. They me people activism everybody. We will forget. We will not coach America. We will not begin to coach any kind of people. Because for America for year, whether not Donald Trump, if you take you go for court, you take who go for court. If you get a fast for proven, you go win it for court. That's why you get for B. So me La Republic, a can will go for that court. Yes. All these ballad them, this Ayukta pay them, all these ballad Ayukta pay them, this Ayaba, all the rest. Me, they join La Republic, they stand for the other side. They will stand. We will know who will come up for insider court. We will know who will come up for insider court where it will get the victory, where it get for me for them. Me, the local talk say this whole country they will remain poor so. So we not go cheat all with people only because we want to fit La Republic. La Republic not call say will be rats, will be people are ghosts, will be dirty people. Why then you are the one more talk say people should not with the dirty people. So me people forget it that talk with that people they talk now diplomatic language and I so they talk diplomatic language and so again for B. After when I say why you know we check also La Republic. Attack and and they start say there's no Anglophone problem. Then after they will call the talk say this so went in a row of our hot then they say yeah Anglophone problem a day. Went in a row they say they will bring special state. You know how they say they will bring this now so they take them. When soup is hot, you know if you put your hand inside soup, you take them gently from the edges of the bowl. You don't lick and small until you can't chop all the soup is finished. Make people remain confident. We join with countryism, we join with edgy and we make Ground Zero hot. Where Ground Zero hot. It's like wound. When you are wounded over hot, so when you tell doctor say I beg dance immediately wound the worry me say cut the finger throw ya. That's who we win the Republic. Thank you.
See, I will you and thank you. They are excellent. I'm not even keep straight face. That analogy, that explanation, and on how you want to figure better. So, Majo add something for this excellent way. You come you and don't talk. You know, when it comes for international diplomacy, the more just refuse to be ignorant. We will not keep bring our Africanness. You know, the show ourselves anyhow for us because we not get forget emotional reaction to all things. Not all thing where the powers that be or the powers in the world talk or against or for our cause we get for the take them to heart like that. With the people that are sneaky people, we not get for the over any small thing they talk we carry for head like face cap. No. See, more focus on our cause, more fair check. We get time not reach for we get for look ourselves. We don't reach for the pay as a gentleman and civilized as the Anglo-Saxon culture, they don't endorse the Swiss mediation because they be expect say when will be the current peace plan. We'll be now we say La Republic will be do ghost town. No anything be stand now civil disobedience. We'll be now we say La Republic na civil civilized people. They won't not be no say that animal them where they be. We start with peace plan. We say civil disobedience. We just do ghost towns, lockdown. We carry peace plan and go work out. They can't show we say wait. Say they still do na carrot and stick. that old 19th century, 18th century kind approach to conflict resolution will not be no say now so then they don't come to that realization where they don't continuously to show we who they are. Will not be because she don't for here. But because we are who we are, we don't get ready for the Swiss mediation. The way don't endorse them because they would expect it for 21st century now so that they resolve conflict. But since the Republic don't decide say they want stubborn. They want only like come you and talk. So we get for make ground zero hot. We not be ignorant of that fact. They were powers. They would talk according to they would dance and talk according to the rhythm we would play them. And we must play that rhythm on ground zero very loud and fast. That is what is happening. They go to talk, they go forward, they talk, they do their thing them. But how would they play the we get for be the determinant factor in our destiny? We don't get for hang all our hope on a statement by a diplomat from a country like America. No, we cannot be hanging. The Swiss mediation has been endorsed. The process is going on. We also understand, say, diplomatic processes can take many years. But if we don't want to take charge of our destiny, we not get for she don't make excuses. The find reasons saying they might vote, oh this revolution, this, oh the revolution, and of course some other excuses, then someone at the year. We get for contribute, we get for do what we're supposed to do, make ground zero hot, make it boy, any small angle. Sometimes I see how military they survive for our community. They know have wrong give them special portion. Me like Joe kid sleep like rats. You know, like when sick of all the past, you just see how far they sleep for backside or kate. You know what it happen. Now so there's all those air frogs them and the Republic agents and just any community. That's what they're supposed to do. The sleep, no stress. We just have to deal with them nicely and silently because we don't liberate our territory anyhow. So when we make play hot soul for the enemy, now then they say go carry back, we say, hey, separate it in, and so you don't correct so. So now the point that we no get the reaction, we no our insults, our dirty statement against the international power, no go we get for focus on ourselves. Do things we get for do. We get for play the drum, they recreate the rhythm fast and loud so that they go dance according to our terms because this is our destiny. We are fighting it. Our identity is about us, Ambazonians. It's not about what most people think. They are only mediators. They are facilitators. They are only helpers. They cannot decide for us. And we cannot give them that much power. As much as we need their assistance, they have for them to facilitate. So there should be some level of fair play. We cannot decide to relax and be disappointed or be discouraged from a statement from somebody like that. This revolution should become your life. When it becomes your life, there is no word, there is no action by any individual, any person, any human being like you that will discourage you, that will make you start thinking otherwise. Because this fight, we have started it, and in this our lifetime, we must finish it. Thank you.
Yeah, countryman, I beg, Major ask something for which way lady case talk for Iron Lady. It don't talk some very important thing for day. It talk how when sick the cash foul they always sleep. So I want to give this small notice for we boy them. Say living on a duty. When they say me francophone, they'll come out, all man they come out leave. Living on a duty, say when they go cash francophone or when I go meet up, then they ask them for they say, oh, to where probably they do for you, a fine, who say you come out so. No, like probably no, they can't do that, you know, they can't act on those kind of things. You get for make now silent action. You begin to make now silent action, you begin to go. You know, no go, you work at the catch people and say, when they ask questions for them, when I want prove stuff. So, because I noticed some people that they fool and I say, when I go make video, they send, I mean, they send money for one. No, that is not what we do. They're going to need money, when I contact, when I urge and cheer people. Yeah, because this fight, now fight will be, even in talk, plenty countries, America, they, Canada, they, Belgium, they, Holland, they, and all the Catholic priests, them, bishop, them, inside the whole world, they don't support them. So we understand, I say, now, the only people that they deny now, La Republic, and when they see drag a food and for down and with we own brothers the way they work for La Republic, they are on side. When I see only yesterday we lead the party don't come for the talk, only because it talks to me the support inter government me they do so. That very people them again they don't come again they fall on top of it. And me, I tell Ambazonia people, say, what I bring that Jesus Christ put at the head of the interim government, people they don't chop money for Camto and La Republic where they did for the other side, they could still come to criticize. That's what they did.
Absolutely.
Well, what we then I say, my country people, well, we will round up some more time for this discussion. We will continue doing panel discussion for Monday if you see the possibility there. Today we'll not go 50 calls then because we done the wrong lead. But I want to talk something. Una two, by the way, Lady Casey, help us a Grandma me to send salute for you. You know it when you went Grandma me the for Granzero, they also say you salute so no say you don't, you do for good. I don't want to forget that particular. I see help us right to say Grandma me to say you salute. Now I want to talk something. What you want to talk, it make a lot of sense. But something that we get for understand now. Play where their body flop for ground, and then when they see plenty vulture they gather. Play where when I see their body flop for ground, and then we plenty vulture that they gather. My tell us something that happened to La Republic, they don't know. You know, La Republic is stupidity don't be exposed to the international community for the level where La Republic don't become a chop box right now. All matter. You know, even a blind man now, if he determine the future for La Republic, you know, say La Republic they go down exponentially, they slope down exponentially. Where in the next 2 years, Timona makes some country sustain the way plenty people don't understand them. He talks say they don't want to see another. They don't want to create a solution. See another country be so people will be in poverty, in abject poverty. Ma put that for pigeon. Ma just put a pitch put on say we will be in abject poverty. It is a federal statement for La Republic. Because La Republic you only live and survive when they be attached with Ambazonia. So in other words, when they look at La Republic and they see the future for La Republic, they don't say do one nation already died-docted. They already died-docted. Now, my turn is something they have way when I know why some. When I say Cohen. It become because sometimes he talks more about Amazonia talk, advertise itself. Then now we can get some long more people that into a revolution where they say, hey, they don't go hire Cohen. We see this man, he can say Dr. Makongo, we can say, hey, this and Cohen, blah blah blah, and the rest. They make that show. So until the way they do it, you know, one person it be carried away by all kind of emotion and wind. We're in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, afterward, the result always disgracey. I tell you something. Ambassador Cohen can make some time to talk say, maybe they pay some amount of money for you know for represent this Amazonia case, this and that. Wait till that one be the chair for tell we. Don't want to vulture away, don't simply wait their body, they plenty. You want to catch up your own meat go. It no say
absolutely.
It no say the situation be in a way where there is desperation. And in Africa advertise itself. And then look, I said, desperate people that will come for measures, will come for ye. So, which you are the child will bring on us waiting. When I see Patricia Scotland, it will use plenty of opportunity to say, you want to go for Cameroon, we go talk about the crisis. He go last time, this day for you, they give own goal status. He put that for him back, he come back. He look after some time, he go again, go take your own goal status. These people, they use an opportunity to feed their pocket. Look at that man for United Nations, when they call it Guterres. Guterres runs say if you go, you want to go talk about what if go anything change. What will change? When I even see report about the situation, ain't no report about what happened for the country. You see, but you want go, they put your own goal for him back, they give he carry out. These people they don't say I say that country did die. They don't say I say Paul Biya, he don't finish. They don't say I say La Republic don't lose, and they don't now say La Republic be willing for crash in la spot. For give them out, for saying they save the situation where they don't put themselves inside. They don't put themselves inside so much where they be willing. For look at some country tell people say sign we contract for all yes. We go help people moving for the crisis. What they go do another. Cameroon government go do them because they be so desperate. They know say they don't finish, they don't die. They know say they don't so my way for that kind of situation, if you don't get nothing for losing again, you know say he doesn't lose your whole life, he don't lose the future. So he be willing to give everything. My tell you to tell Amazonia. My tell you something. Most of these people now see the silence for international community. Now because they want to chop their own enough. where they don't reach for some level. People like Guterres and Hater, Patricia Scotland, where they always go take their own gold things in. Like Cohen, when I see that they go dance now for like public tone, it one chop your own because they know so much like public is falling down. So I want to come back for what you education. We'll get a knife and we'll get a yam. Exactly. You don't start bribe some more activists and give them millions, give them money. Like probably they can't give them some more activists a huge sum of money. Made a spoil our revolution. When I go say now action that for person where we don't really kill. If we ambassador them, will not be the hot like probably for that level where they will start to bribe some our activists them. Where they be where you know people where they be easily sell out. And don't forget say even Judas Iscariot the way we work out to Jesus. Now 30 pieces of silver they use and deceive you. Only 30 pieces of silver they use and deceive you. So our revolution what we say they at cost. Just as Lady Casey talk, our revolution they bring food. And Lady Casey don't encourage you to we get to go back to the roots, orientate towards your county. Oh, so wonderful program for the ABC TV where they come and say county roots. That program tomorrow. That program bring in a special women's program tomorrow. I know I'm gonna ever miss that program every Saturday, county roots, because it orientate you back to our roots, and we get a strong system where this interim government don't build them. County roots. May all man go back for a county route. May all man go back for a county support. Put the money, support. Because we already through that system do a great work. Now, some of the activism, I don't want to talk to you about activism, but I want to just talk this about contribution. We don't see and so we don't get a lot of people where they always use the name of my trip to Buea for discourage people who may not contribute to the revolution. I want to talk something. No money ask you to give your money. You tell you, say, go give your money for your village, you come out, support your fight at the village. Yes. And then some person will tell you, say, no, can't buy bonds for me. No, support. Then, as come you and talk, you go send me all people that made go kill on own general them, I will fight at them. And I know we look at a person. My brothers and sisters, we don't ever talk about these things. But if you take horse go for water, now some my grandma will tell me, you know, if you force that horse make you drink water. You see, the revolution not bring me for place where we did. Ambazonia said, all of our what would any place we did now, you watch me, you watch the video. All will be affected by the same problem. Something be unite we will get the same plight, will suffer the same problem. And this battle, if we win, now all we don't win now. But if we now they allow these people where they don't go take their own money for the Republic, just like Judas Iscariot, they go take money for the Pharisees them and for the people where they want to kill Jesus, for say may they kill Jesus. And then they can accomplish that purpose for kill Jesus. When I don't forget, after they be kill Jesus, they will go send their bodyguards and say they go guard the Jesus tomb for change the toxin because Jesus be toxic will resurrect on the third day. They will go guard that tomb. They can't lie in na Jesus' disciple they see that Jesus in their body. Why? Because they don't always hide the truth. But now we don't know the truth for the revolution. We don't know say people in the way they know one will go for Buea. Now if we take a stand and know what if we do. My brothers and sisters, yes. If we win as a team, if we lost as a team. But all who will be inside the team and will be inside the boat. That's what we get for see. Person where don't take side with the enemy, you don't take your money when an activist, eat the profit in money. But me and you, who prefer say we lost a lot of things now and we gain our country and we gain our future. And the battle that will be yes. I don't talk my own career for this topic. I know I over repeat a very particular topic. In the case, I don't handle my you, mommy.
Thank you. As for the roundup, so me, I go just say one simple thing. We'll get an event of a calendar of event the way that it come on within the next 8 months. So we'll get for follow all announcements as they would appear for ABC Facebook page and they would come on TV. We would announce them for yes. Most important one then will be by Secretary Chris, and some of us could come up with announcements. Secondly, we are on a level of sustainability and escalation. So me all Ambazonians take part through your county. If you don't know, all county chairs and LGA chairs contacts will also be published on ABC Facebook page and on their county Facebook pages. So May we take part. We not, now, so no Amazonia no get no excuse. We are more united. And it also encourage other ground zero. Say, no person no take say, oh, the revolution is going as soon because we are divided. We are not divided. We are not divided. Anything else outside our county, LGA structure is a distraction. It's only who can increase the pain what they already go through from the enemy. So we cannot tolerate anything like that for our communities. Also, I also encourage those them for diaspora that still sit on the fence. Say, if you no want join we for buy sticks and granules, guns, I mean, at least we'll see a lot of people the way they don't get place to stay. People that are hungry, refugees, they live for day. There's some humanitarian, there's so many humanitarian aspects of the revolution to get involved in. Because there's no excuse now for not participate for the revolution as a Southern Cameroonian, as a human being. There is no excuse because they don't kill our people them. And some of them they say now wanna find them. I want to ask and say how we do find them. Where we carry peace plan, we do civil disobedience. They come for inside house. We remember they work and shoot picking their food them inside their house. They broke door them. They caress little girls them. How we find them? Make picking a drink water rain. We get for do her. She don't wash them, kill we, treat we like mosquito. No, we get for do something. And we don't reach they play where they don't show say they we get no regard for we, then for our territory, for our land, and now we get for fight for our dignity. I don't reach that play, we get for fight for our rights. We even get for fight to even be alive. I mean, we are facing an existential threat. Whether we even supposed to exist as a people, they don't care. So this fight, not for some people. You wanna take part, you wanna get for get involved. And one thing I get to talk, get involved with your county and LGA. Where the name if you be anonymous if you don't want to be known. Plenty way than day. And if you don't know, contact me. The Ken Krista with Casey. My number there for the last week's program. Contact me and they'll give you all the information when you will need them. Thank you.
Yes, we're going to round up for today. Before we round up, come with UN. I don't know which way. I know we don't talk a lot of things there, but I want to give you the floor for just round up on one or two things that we don't discuss about and talk which way they your mind, and then maybe give a message of encouragement to our people.
Well, thank you plenty. Thank Omar for Ground Zero, where done the sacrifice for this revolution. Mommy and Papa them, and I just try to tell and say, the way where you go for paradise, it be too narrow, too crooked. So me when I not check say this suffer, all this in the way we do, and so it will lot for nothing. And when it can be, many people are not beginning to fear. They want the way they want back. Say we show La Republique. They give for no stand La Republique. We instead give for the big way. We give about 62% for the GDP. Where it means say it will come out La Republique will can't be poor like a Central Africa like Chad. They not will get nothing for day. So we don't fit go for the beg with people the way now we get the knife and the yam and instead them to get for the work and the beg for on site. Me when I forget for that in the way they go to refer say they talk say oh it will separate what will happen for Biafra. Biafra them now one country with Nigeria. We now two different countries. Biafra and Nigeria they get independence now one day. But we go all independent different from La Republique on day different. People where they don't go take money for La Republique, these activists and some of the leaders. Me when I not check say when I don't already go free. When we will start the reach for Boya, La Republique will move all when I name them for outside, all money when I be taken for them. Me no man no can begin to tell you that they say I beg, me will forgive you or me will do whatsoever. Yes. And the people where they fear say they know they contribute money for the revolution, say they be not of money or whatsoever. That one I tell when I say when they make a mistake. Yes. Because the fact say woman born begin it die, it not mean say the woman not born again different begin. May you go join your LGA. When I contribute money inside LGA, you talk say you want to be inside the financial team inside your LGA, you will realize and say you say you will get a say about it. You know how all money that is being used for inside the LGA whatsoever. Now only because we the overtalk plenty. If you go see how much money La Republique just spend them for this revolution, how much money La Republique don't make a loss. Even America, before the one sent first for moon, even aeroplane where you see American people they make aeroplane. They first make first aeroplane, it come down a 4. They make different one effort, but we stop them. And why that is say we work and go forward today, and everything they work and go. La Republic don't try cosmetic things them, they try for bring some small reforms them. But international community don't talk say those one the luminary kind and that. So we go for meet up now for table for Switzerland. They say Jange money now for on top table. Yes, everybody. I beg me, mommy, and papa and the tie hard we understand say we nobody lost all this thing for nothing. You know, if you work until you don't stand the seat place where you want to go carry load weight there for a head, put that for down, then you instant turn begin to go back. So we will support the revolution, support our countries them. We disown everybody where we find now we any leader where they can't condemn how we activists they work and call the other leaders and make they not see those leaders and so now still enablers them. So our time on plenty. Next time we will be talk. Thank you.
Yes, my country people them. We don't come for the end of this program today for Amber Focus. And I'll be happy soon that we will start 2 hours later than planned. But when I don't bear with you, we will not go fit take calls on today because you don't be late. But of course, Monday, I get a special oh God. See, no miss 8 o'clock on Monday. Except since actually Chris will come, but even in the camp, we get the rendezvous. In fact, Amazonia will get rendezvous for Monday because videos in the way I don't prepare. We will take chop Christmas. Yes. Discussion will be there, we will open line. 4-hour show will be for Monday where all man will talk. Yes. And if we not like come you go be, Lady Casey go be. We go chakara the Tory in the proper. And I want to give a special announcement. I'll be talking at the beginning of the show. Tomorrow, that wonderful program where they call and say county roots. When I don't want mommy, where they call it say come for. When I know that mommy, when I mommy chakara Tory, you know it fait their pass, but not all the rest will understand. Because tomorrow, it counts so other mommy them. Where they get a special message for one mommy them and one woman them. Yes. So all mommy them they hear me. Even though they do not day when I hear when I talk for the mommy, they say tomorrow special program day for mommy them tomorrow. One woman the way. Even one mommy for the nation, my patients get a special message where we will bring them out for our women them tomorrow. Yes. So we thank you now. They say ladies first, but today I will give microphone for Lady Casey may close the floor. I don't talk my own conclusion for today. Lady Casey, I hand over to you, Mama.
Okay, thank you. I want to thank all people that are on the watch with, all our viewers, them for all the various platforms, for TV, YouTube, and for Facebook. I want to thank them so much. And I really want to thank those where they make effort for contact us after the program. It really encourage and motivate. We will not say we are together till freedom comes. I want to thank all. I want also take the opportunity for remind all of us say this fight like you and talk. So we're not gonna lose all these things and so for nothing. We get for endure to the finish line. We don't fight to this point. We won't come. We'll start in a civilized manner. Then we'll realize say we are not dealing with civilized people. Say we must fight. And now we don't reach for the point where we maybe doubt the people that will fight them. We know who be who by this period in this revolution. So we get to stand strong, we get to stand firm because they don't treat us, they don't deal with all our children, our mothers, our grandmothers, pregnant women. I mean, that kind of barbarism. I will not even know anywhere else to exist in this world to nowadays. So we'll get to stand up as one people and fight. Locate your LGA and your county. Continue to defend Amazonia until it is free. I really want to thank every person who don't contribute, everybody who don't ensure say we make progress. And I want also appreciate our resolute comrades who they there for the Republic dungeons. I want to appreciate some of their efforts, how they don't remain strong and continuously supporting the revolution. I want to really appreciate their efforts and we see their work. They know themselves. So thank you all. Stay tuned on ABC. We don't repeat the other program that they come on tomorrow, this weekend on ABC is fire. So stay glued to your ABC TV, 8 p.m. tomorrow, and same thing on Sunday. Sunday we'll get 2 programs. We'll get the women's program, and we'll also get Hour of Grace. So stay tuned on ABC. Keep your comments, your suggestions coming in. Until freedom comes, we stand together. And goodbye.
Amen.
Bye.
Ungekum, umbamba chembe. Elchike chondong, cry our pain. Mbasi me etobo imeme bo, mbasi ji etobo ijiji bo, mbasi nabi jobo inanabo. Governor mome wongye, chama minister mome wongye, chama president mome wongye, chama parliamentarian, chama injaki guniste do disimenga. Injaki guniste do disimenga. Abeme de quimbe, abeme da bane, abeme da tongue mbege mbade bunywe. Abeme de quimbe, abeme da bane, abeme da tongue mbege mbade bunywe. Ato como ye binema gimba, ato como ye emai gimba. Isambay, coupe Malabo. Isambay, coupe Gabon. Isambay, coupe US. Isambay, coupe Guinée-Équateur. Isambay, coupe South Africa. Isambay, coupe USA. Brigay Gama, te donne chapa. Chapa, chap, chap, chapa, chap, chap, chap. Chapa, chap, chap, chapa, chap, chap, chap. Chapa, chap, chap, chapa, chap, chap, chap. Ekunidi George, Chief of Ngi people, Malabo. He must be one. Fontendo Roberto, my barrister. Ekunidi George, the chief of chiefs, Ngipipo Malabo. Bungo kuabe iwe pampo, debuto bunga noma rubu siku me. Bunga yombe yede, babigi ninjao. President, Meta Community, Guinea Equatorial. Senior Felix, President, Momo Community. Ndum Emmanuel, Bachibo Community, Guinea Equatorial. Tiny Gaius, Menka Community, Guinea Equatorial. From Daniel, Don Carlos. Awa Peter Jamama. Mutanga Andrew Monjimba, Eko Kamoto, Limbe Sweet Sote, Mark Thomas Ote, Edim Radio, Sound me that sound, my man. Nawango Manfred, Soldier Ants. Bakwa Fidel Trump, Atlantic Driller Machine. Edu Eric Achindo, Libreville, Gabon. Ukabamenga, l'agence est quoi? Monina Wati. Bina, Ekenu Victor, President Gipipo, Gabon. Ukomangu bunue kungwebe, ukomangu buni maki gunise, ukomangu bunue kungwebe, ukomangu bukwene anjunu gui. Top Gun, Tole Forever, Usa Unade. Devon Simon, US of A. Dayong Valentine, US of A. Chief David Fokim of A3. Omeka Jackson, Coach Cultural Coordinator, USA. Injaki guni sedo di simenja. Injaki guni sedo di simenja. Abema ye kwimbe, abema dabane, abema daitonge mbege mbade bunywe. Abema de kwimbe, abema dabane, abema daitonge mbege mbade bunywe. Ebote Jackson, Latare. Una dance, 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 una dance. Obiangema Teodoro, gracias. Cameroon. Anwata nego, engoten duneko. Agana mitwa, wono dune. Agana mepune, wono duni. Okwana tegu, but moki moki, ayakati. Kogo, kogo, kogo. Oba bine ma bituma. Oba bine ma bituma. Oba bine ma bituma, eme mama. Oba bine ma bituma, eme mama. Ibine kuni, ibine zang, ibine ji, ibine ta, ibine gene, ibine gene, ibine gene. Apachipo. Gafon agwanga zakre ya mama. Oumini. Mwanginye kete metere chwako toro ayakati wa 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 go 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 oba bina ma bijuma oba bina ma bijuma ebe momo ibine ngudi ibine zang ibine ngi ibine ta ibine gene ibine gene. Anonago engongotenduine inyirike mwanginye katemetere chwako toro ayakati wa 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 Chop, 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 chop. Longe. Stop, 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 stop. Aje. Asketek, asketek, asketek. Benum, 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 benum. Wow, 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 wow. Chop, 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 chop. Benum, 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 benum. Anonago engongotenduine inyirike mwanginye katemetere chwako toro ayakati wa 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 Oba bina ma bijuma eme mama ibini ngudi ibini zang ibini
Cameroon,
The bullet that is they use for we for civilian them. When where is here?
Hold your fire and hear them cry. Hold your fire, the pain is too much. Hold your fire and hear them cry. We are the victims and we die because of the decisions you make. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear.
Checks them against satellite imagery and spoken with eyewitnesses on the ground. For the first time, we show you who is committing these atrocities and why.
Is it the bodyguards around you? Is it the army that you've got? Is it the high walls you live in that makes you to ignore the people's right? Policemen perish every day. Our youths are going down the drain. Maybe if you listen to the people's cry, we wouldn't be where we are today. We are the victims and we die because of the decisions you made from above. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear.
Shot by security forces. The crackdown intended.
There is a body lying down the streets. It could be a brother, it could be my sister, it could have been you, it could have been me, it could be anybody else. Because of the conditions we're facing, where we live today, we are the victims and we die because of the decisions you make from above. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear. Our youths are perishing every day. You read in the papers, you will see. You check out the news, the numbers are there. Every day and night, and every number that you see is representing a human being. Maybe if you listen to the people's cry, we wouldn't be where we are today. We are the victims and we die because of the decisions you made from above. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear.
Our analysis of the video places it outside the National Gendarmerie, the village of Mkombe.
Is it the bodyguards around you? Is it the army that you've got? Is it the high walls you live in that makes you to ignore the people's cry? Maybe if you listen to the people's cry, we wouldn't be where we are today. We are the victims and we die because of the decisions you make from above. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. You've got to hold your fire now, for the pain is too much to bear. Hold your fire now and hear them crying. now, for the pain is too much to bear.
Almighty Father, Papa, now you love me so, and you know my name. I give you glory. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. They see